All right. Live. Let's see. I'll give people some time to get in here. Crazy first game so far. Definitely a crazy first game. A lot better game than I expected. Definitely a lot better game than I expected before, but at the end of the day, Buffalo still came back and won it. So, what you expected at the end of the day? Game's not over, but I mean, I doubt Buffalo is gonna fumble this. Minnesota's crowd is deep, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. This is probably the most an opponent's team has shown up. I mean, it's the playoffs, of course, but this is definitely the most I've looked at it at an opposing stadium so far this year and said this is really crowded with with Minnesota Vikings fans or whatever our opponent's team fans are. They're all doing the little skull thing. Yeah, the Vikings fans are showing up, man. I'm not gonna lie, they're showing up. They are showing up after that Nick Gates quote went viral. You turn up the volume a little bit to see how loud this is. Yeah. Vikings crowd is coming out to play. They officially pushed this back to 450. I don't think they really care about what's going to happen in this Bills game. If they miraculously get this into overtime, the Giants game is underway. Graham Gano kicks it off, and we're getting it started. The Giants will get the ball back in the second half. Come on, Thibodeau. Come on, Ojulari. Come on, Leonard Williams. Come on, Dex. Set the tone this first drive. Set that tone. I want a pick six. I want a sack. Set the tone that this is not going to be something easy this first drive. Thibodeau has all the stuff in the world to say. You're going against their backup right tackle who already is not the best. Their starting right tackle isn't the best. You're going to get up against the backup right tackle. Make yourself known. Make your presence felt. Let's get it. First down, Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. Quick throw to... I can't tell who that is. That's Justin Jefferson right there, the quick throw for about 9 yards. That was just a quick throw. I mean, there's not much you can do. Adore Jackson's first game back is on Justin Jefferson. Gives up a 9-yard catch right there. Let's see. Let's tighten up, man. Let's tighten up. Let's tighten this up. Let's tighten this up. What's going on, Max? First down, Minnesota. They gave him the first down right there. I thought he was short. Hand off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is going to cut back. Missed tackle by Leonard Williams. And Thibodeau is going to make this tackle. I was watching a Leonard Williams interview where he pretty much is playing through a bunch of pain. He's playing through a bunch of pain. And, I mean, I don't want to give him a complete excuse, but he's not the same guy. From what he described, he's not that same guy as far as being able to play free, especially in the run game. So hopefully Minnesota does not focus on the run today as we got a 2nd and 1 coming up. Looks like they might turn around and hand this off again. Another handoff to Dalvin Cook, who's going to fall just past the first down marker, but the Giants' run defense looks like they're standing up a little bit. I think it's Jared Davis or Gerard Davis. I think it's Gerard Davis is playing linebacker, and I'm happy about that because he was really good against the run last week. And I don't see him coming off the field there. So it looks like he may get a sizable amount of snaps. This is the 3rd time this year he's played the Vikings. So I'm looking for him to make an impact. Not a huge impact, but at least solidify this run game. Another play action. Kirk Cousins is easily going down this field. Another throw to Justin Jefferson. It's been Jefferson and Dalvin Cook so far today. I don't like how they're moving the ball this easily. I mean, we're playing a little far off. Adoree Jackson is playing far off of Justin Jefferson. He's just taking advantage of these in-breaking routes because Adoree is playing so far with outside leverage. And I'm looking down at my phone. I have the Bills game on my phone. It looks like the Bills just clinched it. I think they just might have gotten the first down to clinch it. 11 seconds on the play clock. Vikings look like they're going back to the run. Hand off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook goes left. Jihad Ward slams him down after about a 2.5, 3-yard gain. Somebody got to stand up. Somebody got to step up. We cannot allow them to kind of just, trounce down the field like this. We cannot allow this. Thibodeau's got his hand up in the air. Ojulari is already out of the game. Hopefully this doesn't mean that he's hurt. Pass rush is coming through, and a low pass gets caught by Adam Thielen. And the pass rush was there, but the coverage wasn't there. Coverage just wasn't there. That's a clean catch. 1st and 10, the Vikings are 8 yards away from the red zone. Kirk Cousins dropping back, hitting the middle of the field. And I like this. I mean, at least they took Justin Jefferson down to the ground right there and make him feel it. But they are kind of sitting back right now. So far, they have not come with a blitz. They have not played any press. They kind of just sat back in base defense. And they've just been eating us alive so far this drive. 2nd and 5 coming up. The one time that Kirk Cousins held the ball for more than, a second and a half, the pass rush came through, but we got to cover. I talked about this in my film session video leading up to this game. We got to cover when this pass rush is coming through. Azeez is in on 2nd and 5, and you got a false start. Looks like a false start. Hopefully they don't call this a neutral zone infraction, but it looks like a false start. It looked like he was going to do the neutral zone infraction. Okay, they're calling encroachment. It looked like a false start to me. But they'll get a first down out of this. I can't tell. Maybe it looked, when they show the replay, it does look like a neutral zone infraction, but I can't tell. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They're in the shotgun. Screen pass to Dalvin Cook. We're there, and he's going to get about 6 yards right there. Jalen Smith was in the area, wasn't able to make the tackle quick enough, and they pick up about 6 yards there. 6 more yards than I think they should have gotten. That's the difference in getting that Pro Bowl linebacker. If the Giants defense can kind of, absorb this opening drive where they've just carved us apart, then that's going to give us a great opportunity to respond on offense. If we can force a field goal here, I'll feel a lot better. Thibodeau switching sides over left tackle. 2 seconds on the play clock. Another handoff to Dalvin Cook, and Leonard Williams misses another tackle. But Dalvin Cook gets stood up right there at the 1. Not at the 1, but after a 1-yard gain. This will make this their first 3rd down. This will be 3rd and 3, I think. Leonard Williams, I mean, he's just not right. He's missing these tackles on Dalvin Cook. That's the second one he's missed. But 3rd and 3 coming up for the Giants defense. You got all of your starting linemen in there right now. Let's see if we can't get some pressure here. You got Adoree Jackson on Justin Jefferson. You got Moreau on Thielen. This is man coverage all the way. And you got a guy wide open for a first down. That is TJ Hawkinson. Darnay Holmes was covering him. I mean, come on now. That's just not what I want to see. I do not want to see Darnay Holmes. It looked like he started off on KJ Osborne. Yeah. Landon Collins switched to KJ Osborne, but Darnay Holmes didn't pick up on that, and the rotation was late. Daniel Jones is warming up. Looks like the defense today, they're going to need a lot of help. First and goal, Jefferson on the move. Jefferson is open, and he's going to be an inch short. That was like an inch short. But they'll probably give it to him. That was like an inch short. I cannot believe that worked. We saw that play coming the whole time. Adoree is definitely rusty. No, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. That's exactly what I was going to say, Maximus. This is not the start that we wanted to start off with. Oh, yeah, he's a yard short. Not a yard short, but about this much short. Let me pull up my green screen a little bit. All right. Yeah, he's about this short. Clear as day, he's that short. The knee was down. Okay, they'll review this, but either way, this is just not what we wanted starting this game off. This is just not what we wanted. Jefferson got to do whatever he wanted to. Hawkinson got a huge third down catch. Dalvin Cook got involved in the screen game and in the running game. Those are their three guys. You do not want those three guys getting off. And the one time the pass rush came through where he had to hold on to the ball for more than a second and a half, like I said, we leave a guy wide open, Thielen wide open in the middle of the field. So that defense has got to tighten up. They really got to tighten up because now we need our offense. I mean, it seems very unlikely that we'll hold them out of the end zone. They didn't score right here, but it seems very unlikely that we'll hold them out from getting there from the 1 foot line. So this offense has got to respond quick because the defense didn't show up so far. Definitely not what we were hoping to see, though. Exactly. I mean, so we got 7 people in here. How are you all feeling? Do y'all think that we're going to be able to bounce back from this? I mean, I would hope y'all feel that way. It's the first drive, but that first game was so good today. It kind of kept me in a solid mood coming up to this game. I mean, it was a nice ramp up to this game. I mean, I usually root for Buffalo in the playoffs, but sometimes you just get excited for the underdog. So I ended up rooting for Miami halfway through there, or probably after Skylar Thompson started making some plays. But it was a real good game. But this will be second and goal for the Vikings. Justin Jefferson is on the sideline, meaning they're probably going to be extremely heavy. Or maybe they just haven't gotten back on the field yet. Yeah. No receivers out there, 3 tight ends and the fullback for Minnesota. They're probably going to run some kind of play action on first down. You got Gerard Davis in there. You got Jalen Smith in there. Hawkinson on the move. McKinney following him. Kirk is just going to run this right in on a quarterback sneak, and they'll score. So there you go. Vikings are going up 6-0, pending the extra point. But this is exactly what you didn't want. This is exactly what you didn't want. You wanted to get off to a quick start on offense, and you wanted to stop them on defense to start this game. And so far, they faced no resistance. Kirk Cousins didn't throw an incompletion. They had one run that went for 1 yard, but other than that, every single play they had was positive. So we got to tighten up on this, guys. Got to tighten up on this. And that extra point is going to be good. I'm going to go ahead and change this score to 7. And now it's up to Daniel Jones and the offense. Put some points on the board on their first drive of the playoffs, the first drive of Daniel Jones' career in the playoffs. We'll see. They're doing that half commercial thing where they're showing a commercial while they're still showing players on the sideline on the screen. So it seems like they're gonna go right to the kickoff straight out of this. But again, this is not what we wanted. 12 plays, 75 yards, 6.5 minutes. Every single play they had on this drive. Wow, Max. Now, this is the first time I've actually been watching it on my actual like antenna. But yes, I mean, every single play they ran that last drive was a positive play. They weren't chunk plays, all of them, but they were all positive plays. No sacks, no negative runs, no nothing. Everything was positive. No incompletions. 8:23 left in the first. Minnesota will kick this off. The same kicker that kicked that 60-yard field goal, 61-yard field goal to beat us, kicks it into the end zone. And the Giants offense is going to get their shot to come out here and respond. Daniel Jones' stats: 67 completion percentage, 3,200 yards, 708 rushing yards. That'll get you to about 3,900 total yards and about 22 touchdowns or something like that. I cannot tell who that is. It looks like there's a new offensive lineman in there. Nope, everybody's the same. Okay. Giants coming out with 3 wide receivers and a tight end, kind of in a bunch set. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon's got a hole. Saquon's got space. He's got a first down, 12 yards, but there is a flag down. So this probably will come back. Let me see the hold. Let me see the hold. Who's holding? Dable isn't yelling, so it must be a hold, because anytime where there's I guess it's holding. That's kind of tic-tac, but that's holding. That's 100% holding. That's 100% holding. 1st and 20 for the Giants after a first down run from Saquon gets pulled back because of a holding penalty. Saquon in the backfield. DJ hits Richie James in the middle of the field, and he's going to get about 12. So we get 12 back. This will make this 2nd and 8. That's crazy. I'm ahead of both of you guys. I mean, I'm usually behind or right there, but I'm watching this on broadcast, so I guess I'm ahead. If you all are able to get Fox 5 at all on your TV, you should, or not, whatever your Fox is called, you should be able to get it live if you have like an antenna on your TV. I just bought an antenna on Amazon. DJ is going to take off, and he's going to run for this, and he's going to get the first down and go out of bounds. So the Giants are able to pick up that 1st and 20. I don't think Gates is washed. I just think Gates is playing out of position. Nick Gates is a center. He looked good at center this year, but they have this blind loyalty to John Feliciano. I don't get it. I just don't get it. 1st and 10 for the Giants. Back in the same formation from the first play. It looks like Marcus Johnson, of all people, is in the game. Isaiah Hodgins in the slot. Play action. DJ fires it to Slayton across the field on that crosser route. And I think that was Shelley who he beat on that crosser. Evan Neal kind of got washed, kind of got whooped. But DJ was able to step up in the pocket and hit Slayton coming across the field. That is probably about a 17-yard play. First and 10. The Giants are at the 43-yard line of the Vikings, already in Vikings territory. DJ's got time. He's stepping up. He's running. He's going to run it, protect the ball. He's stiff-arming a guy, and he's going to go down inside the 30-yard line. DJ stiff-armed Patrick Peterson a bit, but the Giants are moving. I'm expecting DJ to have a big game today. Running the ball. DJ already at 2 carries for 22 yards. Giants inside the 30 at the 29. No incompletions yet by either quarterback. Toss to Saquon Barkley. He's got numbers. He's exploding up the field. He's still running. He's going. He's going to score. Saquon Barkley on a toss play. Beautifully designed play by Dable. Beautifully designed play by Kafka. That was beautiful. Fake end around by Breida, and then a toss the other way to Saquon. Saquon was so patient with his blockers. He had the numbers, waited for those blocks to set up, and then exploded down the sideline. Beautiful cut around John Feliciano, and the Giants are on the board. The Giants have tied the game pending this extra point. Pending this extra point, the Giants have tied this game, and I hate that I said pending the extra point twice. Let's just go ahead and make the extra point. And it's right down the middle. So the Giants have responded. The offenses for both teams, have not had any negative plays besides the Giants having that one flag. Right down the field. Right down the field, guys. I am so glad we did that. I am so glad we did that. So glad we did that because I would have been feeling a little sick. I'd have been feeling a little queasy if the Giants had gone out there and turned the ball over or went 3 and out. I'd have been like, But the Giants offense is keeping up that momentum. But the Vikings defense is horrible. Like we should be able to score some points today against that Vikings defense. We just need our defense to make more plays than the Vikings defense, which is terrible. Let's look at what we got on Twitter. People are hyped. Saquon. Eagles fan that I follow on Twitter saying good response. He's been saying that the Giants are going to get exposed by the Vikings this week. So, listen, I came here to win, man. I refuse after Kirk Cousins took $500 from me by going out there and playing that bad. I refuse to go out here and lose to the Minnesota Vikings. I refuse it. So, again, neither quarterback has thrown an incomplete pass, I'm pretty sure. And neither team has had a negative play. So, I mean, both defenses are looking crazy right now. Pretty sure the Giants probably scored a little bit quicker than the Vikings, but that's fine. I need a turnover from the defense here. I need a turnover. 3 and out I'll take, but I need a turnover or a sack. I need some kind of an impact play because Minnesota wants to play this kind of game. They want to keep this scoring and going back down the field because Justin Jefferson is a heck of a lot better than anything we have. You know, Saquon is Saquon, but as far as firepower, they've got more firepower than us. So our defense has got to step up. They've got to step up. They just got to. But that was a beautiful play design right there. They pulled Thomas and Feliciano. They faked the end around to Breida, which we've had success with. And Saquon just did the rest, man. He just did the rest. that jump cut to get to the outside, after that, it was easy. Shout out to Maximus. Shout out to Max. Shout out to Sperling Edwards 7-7. I'm in the Philippines. Can't watch the game, so thanks for the show. I'll try to bring the energy from the game to you, man. I'll try to bring it. Vikings in the shotgun. Kirk takes the snap, and he's got another completion to Justin Jefferson. This time for 6 yards on Adoree Jackson again. Adoree is rusty. I mean, he's running around. It looks like he's just running around out there. Kirk Cousins for now is 7 for 7. It's 7-7, 7 for 7 right now for Kirk Cousins. He's back in the shotgun, 2nd and 4. Leonard Williams with immediate pressure, and it looks like we're going to completely waste a good defensive play because Alexander Mattison caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and instead of trying to just tackle him, we can't wrap him up, and he just falls forward out of 3 tacklers to pick up a first down when it should have been a negative gain. So the Vikings have a new, fresh set of downs. Kirk Cousins still has not thrown an incompletion. Madison's still in the game. Looks like they called a timeout or something. Okay, they're calling this a 3rd and 1 now. They're saying he's a yard short. Okay, so they're calling it a 3rd and 1. Third and 1 for the Vikings. They got 3 wide receivers out there. Madison's still in the game. Jefferson is throwing a pitch, and he's going to probably throw this back to Kirk Cousins, who's going to get taken down, get down to the ground, punk. And they tried a trick play against us. They tried to throw this jet sweep to Justin Jefferson, and he threw it back to Kirk Cousins, who was probably going to try to run for it. And the Giants were there all the way. They probably had a better shot picking that up with Justin Jefferson because they had about 8 guys there to block for Justin Jefferson on that end around. So the Giants defense finally gets off the field here. I think they went 3 and out. Or maybe they got a first down and then went 3 and out. But pretty quick drive from Minnesota, and they'll punt it back to us. Richie James to field this. He's catching it inside the 10. He's cutting it back, and he's going to please hold on to the ball. And he takes this down at the 14. All right. Feliciano coming on the field, throwing on his helmet. Daniel Jones and the offensive line are running back on this field. The Giants have the chance to take the momentum back in this game. Kirk Cousins still annoyingly hasn't thrown an incompletion. But hopefully Daniel Jones can continue to not throw incompletions and get another touchdown. That was a bad play call. I mean, it's only a bad play call if it doesn't work. Only a bad play call if it doesn't work. But Minnesota's crowd is definitely into it. Because if Kirk Cousins catches that and runs it, runs it for a first down, then we're not calling it a bad play. I'm hoping that the Giants really establish the run. I definitely want to keep throwing the ball because I think that that's a weakness of theirs too, but I definitely want to keep running the ball. I definitely want to run the ball because I feel like what Chris Sims said on the Giants Huddle podcast, pretty much, and I agree with it, pretty much whatever you do against the Vikings, you're going to be able to succeed. He said that was a comical play call. Kirk Cousins can't run. That what they thought was that everybody will be on the other side of the field and he would easily be able to run for this. And they might even get a chunk play. But luckily the Giants stayed disciplined right there. And I hate it, man. I hate it. I hate that he hasn't thrown an incompletion, but I will take the punt I will take it. Listen, a lot of people want to go out here and leave this game saying Daniel Jones is the guy. They want Daniel Jones to go out there and throw 5 touchdowns. Believe me, I wouldn't have an issue with that. But I have no issues with Saquon Barkley getting all the credit for this game and us running this for 200 yards. I would not have an issue with that. Zadarius Smith out there for the Vikings. Giants in the huddle. I really want to go out here and establish the run because I just feel like that's a big weakness of theirs. Breida coming back on that same play that Saquon had success on. Daniel Jones taking a shot. He's got Slayton wide open. Nobody's within 20 yards. Slayton in the open field. Slayton is not elusive at all. Slayton is not elusive at all. But he does get about 40-something yards right there. But he is not elusive at all. They had 2 deep over routes. DJ had a great pocket. Slayton was wide open. And, I mean, if Slayton was any sort of elusive, he probably scores on that play because he only had one guy to beat. And he pretty much just ran out of bounds. Giants already deep in Vikings territory at the 34-yard line. DJ in the shotgun. Saquon with some motion. DJ's firing it again to Lawrence Cager, who's getting some time today. Lawrence Cager's a guy who made some plays for us early on this year. Got benched once Bellinger came back. But they got Lawrence Cager out there playing. He's a receiving tight end, converted wide receiver. He's a guy that's going to be able to go out there and catch some passes. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Giants. You got Cager still in there. You got Slayton in there. You got Hodgins, and you got Richie James. Hodgins is the ex-receiver. Looks like the Giants are in some kind of a pistol. Handoff to Saquon, who's got another hole. A spin move, another spin move. And down at the 13. Saquon has all day to throw the ball. I mean, he has a ton of space to run the ball into. The blocking today is spectacular. It's tremendous. And let's look at Cager right here to see. Cager didn't do a bad job. Wasn't a liability right there. That was a trap play right there. Saquon with 2 spins to get about 10 extra yards on top of that. The Giants are at the 14-yard line. Daniel Jones empty set. 5 wide receivers. False start by Andrew Thomas. But look at the touchdown right there to Isaiah Hodgins. Let's go. Let's go. Daniel Jones is balling. Saquon is balling. The Giants offense is looking crazy. Andrew Thomas definitely false started, but listen, guys, I don't see a flag on the field. Do you see a flag on the field? I don't see a flag anywhere on the field. I don't see a flag. So, I mean, that's a touchdown. I don't see a flag anywhere. Giants up 14-0. 14-7, not 14-0. But the Giants offense is moving it, man. Back on commercial. But that was definitely a false start. And they didn't throw the flag. Play it where it lies, man. Play it where it lies. Isaiah Hodgins is a touchdown machine, man. He's a touchdown machine. He's a touchdown machine. I mean, what's that now? Like 6 touchdowns in 5 games? He's a touchdown machine. We just got to keep this momentum going on. This offense is literally, we're doing whatever we want. We're doing whatever we want so far. We're running the ball. We're throwing the ball. The Vikings, they're completely off balance. They're completely off balance. Shout out to Shake Love. We're stomping them out. We're stomping them out. I was going to do the straight hand voice. Oh, man, excuse me. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. But listen, I was going to do the whole Michael Strahan thing, but I'll save it for later. I know Strahan is flipping out. They usually show videos of Michael Strahan like celebrating in the studio. What's going on, Joe Smo? So far, this Giants offense is balling, man. Balling. Completely balling, man. We're going to kick this off. Gano is kicking this into the end zone. The Vikings will start off at the 25. Man, these are the throws that DJ doesn't even attempt, man. It's hilarious how Zadarius Smith is like looking for a flag instead of rushing the passer. Vikings back out there, 2 wide receivers to the right, Hawkinson to the left, Cook in the backfield. Hand off to Dalvin Cook going left, and he's got the edge, but he's going to get about 4.5, 5 yards right there. Decent contain from the Giants defense, but you want to see them get a little bit more penetration right there. Daniel Jones so far is 5 for 5 for 100 yards and a touchdown. Kirk Cousins is 9 for 9 for 62 yards. And now they're on 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Adam Thielen out to the right. Justin Jefferson is getting followed by Nick McLeod in the slot. That is a mismatch. I saw McKinney point that out. Hand off to Dalvin Cook, who's going to pick up a chunk play at about 12 yards right there on 2nd down. Dalvin worries you. Dalvin hasn't made that much of an impact so far. He hasn't made that much. I mean, when you look at their defensive line, they got talent, but they haven't made that much of an impact so far. Same thing as our defensive line. I mean, they haven't done much. First down for the Vikings, and I think the first quarter is over. All right. So again, we need this Giants defense to tighten up. I mean, we got a 3rd down. We got them to punt last time, but I want to see some plays being made by the Giants defense. The Giants offense is showing up. Giants offense is showing up. We need the defense to really respond. And when I say respond, I mean like make a play. Make a play. You don't have to get a turnover, but get a sack, get a tackle for loss, make a play. Make a play. Meanwhile, Odell is on Twitter saying just what I wanted to see, 26, talking about Saquon. That dude Odell is something else, man. He had us talking about him for a good month and a half, knowing that he wasn't even ready to play anytime soon. Knowing that he wasn't ready to play anytime soon, he's got us talking about him. What's going on, Quincy? I want to listen, man. I want a strip sack in the worst way. I want Aziz to come around that corner, or Thibodeau, or Dex, whoever. I want somebody to just knock that guy out. Knock Kirk Cousins out. Take the ball. I want to see it. Say you missing the blitz. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're sitting back, man. We're just sitting back. We're really just sitting back. Uh, Eventually, Wink will make some adjustments, but right now we're just kind of sitting back. We're just watching things happen in front of us. I know at some point Wink will start getting a lot more aggressive. It's just about when, and it's just that's pretty much it, man. It's just that simple. He'll eventually get more aggressive because right now we cannot just allow them to just sit back there and just do whatever they want. Yeah, Quincy, I would definitely say that. I think it's time to send the blitz. I think it is time to send the blitz. Let's see if they run the ball and we can get a decent size stop here. The next play, I would send the blitz. And here we go. They're picking up 7.5 right there, 7 yards on first down running the ball. This is not what you want to see. Yeah, they're waiting on those screens. They're waiting on that blitz so they can throw those screens. But still, sometimes, man, sometimes that blitz just comes through. Sometimes it just comes through because right now he hasn't thrown an incompletion. So you got to do something to disrupt that chemistry right there. Leonard Williams. Thank you so much. That's what the Giants needed. Leonard Williams came through immediately, almost sacked Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins popped the ball into the air, and they had a drop. This is what we needed. We needed just something to disrupt that offense. Leonard Williams forcing that throw to be a little bit high. Irv Smith tries to catch it with his fingertips, and you got a 3rd and 3. That's a play. That's a play that we just made. Kirk Cousins now from 9 for 10, 3rd and 3 for the Vikings, 4 yards away from midfield. Pass rush, he's got all day. Leonard Williams is running them down again. Kirk Cousins is going to have to throw that away. Talk about stepping up. Leo, these last 2 plays, he did it, man. He shut down this offense. These last 2 plays, that's all Leo. That's all Leo, man. That's all Leo. And you got Hawkinson open too, but because of that pressure, that's all Leo. Shout out to Leonard Williams. Minnesota will punt. Richie James is going to fair catch this at the 9. Giants offense coming back. They have scored 2 straight drives. We can score again, man. That would be huge. Davis is a downhill linebacker that has familiarity with the Vikings. Yeah, I was just saying a little bit earlier, this is the 3rd time this year that Davis has played against the Vikings. And Davis has been playing. He's been out there. For most of the snaps, he's been out there. I couldn't tell. Maybe they pulled him out this last drive a little bit, but for most of the snaps before this past drive, at least, he's been out there. Yeah, Dory is definitely rusty, and he's giving up a lot of passes underneath to Justin Jefferson, which I guess that's the long game. That's the long game. It's like you don't want to let Justin Jefferson get those 30, 40-yard plays, those 25-yard plays. You don't want to let that happen. You would rather let those be 9 yards, 8 yards, 12 yards. You'd rather than having them get the play because, you can come back from those plays. Shout out to Professor. He said, thanks, Dig. Your playback from me and my TV. God bless. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. I like coming on here with y'all and going over the game. Getting pressure with 4 is key to the game. Heartstorm Media says, shout out to Heartstorm. That dude, man, he's got some out of this world effects and stuff on his channel. Definitely check out his channel. But I think that is the key. If we can get pressure with 4. If not, I don't mind blitzing because I do not want him being this comfortable. This last drive, sending 4 has worked. It worked this past drive. But I do not want that dude back there comfortable. Yeah, definitely. Adoree is behind, but yeah, as long as he's not giving up the big play, as long as he's not letting him catch the ball, turn up the field, and get another 20 yards, it's fine. It's fine. But Justin Jefferson really hasn't been getting doubled. He hasn't really been getting doubled at all. Yeah, the winner of this game, Quincy, does play Philly next week. Giants offense is going to be starting off at the 9. The Giants average 2.5 20-plus yards plays a game. We already have 3 today. Daniel Jones and the offense is setting up in the shotgun at the 9-yard line. He's got time. He's throwing this to Saquon. Saquon's got a guy to beat, makes him miss, and picks up about 4 yards. He made a guy miss pretty much, put him on the ground, but the dude did a good enough job to get him out of bounds and not have that be a big play. So I think that'll be 2nd and 7. There you go, 2nd and 7. Second and 7 here. Slayton in, Hodgins in, Bellinger in. I think that's Breida playing tight end. 2nd and 7. Play action. DJ's got time. He's throwing this to Saquon, who gets the pass broken up. First incompletion of the day for DJ. He is now 6 for 7. 3rd and 7 coming up. That's crazy, Joe. It's a crazy feeling because, like I said, I'm just watching this on broadcast on the antenna TV, and this is definitely the first time I'm way ahead of guys. I'm way ahead of people. 3rd and 7 coming up. The Giants are coming out in the shotgun. Pockets collapsed a couple times, but DJ's been able to step up. Hopefully, we can convert this 3rd and 7. I see DJ taking off if we're not able to get somebody open. DJ's got time. Hodgins is going to catch this and back up into a first down. You love to see it. First down, New York Giants. We move the chains to the 21. I love when people catch the ball and back up. People always, last week I think it was, or the week before, Lawrence Cager caught the ball. It was last week. He caught the ball and then he ran backwards to try to turn around. Just back up and make sure you pick up that first down. Giants so far 178 total yards to the Vikings 99. Back in the shotgun, Saquon in. This is a run all day. Hand off to Saquon. He's got a little space, and they are swarming there, and he's going to pick up about 4. Giants offense, again, has looked good all day so far. All day. DJ's playing with confidence. Saquon is playing with supreme confidence. Saquon is hitting the hole with authority. He looks like early season Saquon. That week off did him some good. Back in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 11 personnel. Looks like an offsides. DJ's taking off. He's in the open field, and he's holding on to this ball, and he'll slide. It looked like an offsides. We'll see what happens. Yeah. There was an offsides. The Giants will decline this, and Daniel Jones will have about a 15 to 20-yard run. Zadarius Smith was offsides. I like how Zadarius Smith was offsides, and Andrew Thomas still locked him down. DJ at 3 rushes for 36 yards so far. Back in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And that's Lawrence Cager, tight end to the left. Fake to Saquon. DJ is going to slide after about a 2-yard gain. Vikings stayed disciplined right there. Golladay coming in the game, or he's coming out of the game. He came in the game to run the ball. I guess they like Golladay as a blocker. Second and 7 coming up. DJ's been sliding all day, too. That's one thing I've noticed. Slayton coming into the game. You got 4 wide receivers in the game. Looks like this will probably be a handoff. I'm just guessing. It looks like it'll be a handoff. Not a handoff. You got a hold right there by Evan Neal. And DJ fake threw it to somebody. And he's going to run for about 5 of the 7 yards we needed on second down. Evan Neal definitely got away with the hold that play. Definitely got away with a hold that play. But this will be 3rd and 2 coming up, or 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2. But a close 3rd and 2, not a far 3rd and 2. And the Giants will have a 3rd and manageable coming up to try to keep this drive alive and go up 21-7. Back in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers bunts to the right. Richie James in motion to the left. We've got time. DJ's got time, and he's going to run for this. And if no one steps up, he's going to pick up this first down, and he does. Giants keep the drive moving. Giants keep this drive alive. I saw this coming all day long. As soon as, they left that whole side of the field open, DJ's got to take off and pick that up, and he did. Decisive is all we need. It's all we needed. Dalvin Tomlinson stood no chance of running DJ down to the sideline. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. DJ at 52 rushing yards already. Saquon in the backfield. I'm thinking this will be a handoff to him. Handoff to Saquon. Saquon stutters, and he picks up about 5 yards. A hard run by Saquon Barkley right there. He's hitting these holes. He's hitting these holes, man. He's hitting them with intensity. They're calling this a 2nd and 6, but I would call it a 2nd and 5. Second and 6 coming up. You got Breida way away from the defense. You got 4 guys lined up, 2 receivers, a tight end, and Breida. DJ's got time. Saquon has 2 guys to beat, and he picks up a first down on 2nd and 6. Beautiful play design again. They completely cleared out the left side of the field by running the play that they just ran. And Saquon was able to pick it up. 8 for 9 for DJ. 51 rushing yards from Saquon. 10 receiving yards and a touchdown. Giants at the 35. Breida in the backfield. Saquon on the crosser. DJ is going to get sacked for the first time. He's going to lose a yard. This will make this 2nd and 11. Let's see, was anybody open? Maybe had a shot with Slayton, but there was a safety over the top. Maybe could have hit Bellinger. But overall, they were pretty much covered. DJ thought he had a running lane, and then it just kind of collapsed. 2nd and 12 coming up. They're actually calling it a 2-yard loss. The Giants got to definitely just try to get back in the field goal range first. DJ, again, is going to have space to run. He's got forever and a day as far as space to run. And he picks up all but the first down. At this point, makes this a 3rd and 2. Third and 2 coming up. 100 rushing yards in the first half by the Giants already. Saquon on the sideline. Getting a breather. Bunch on the left side of the screen. Tight end in motion. Bellinger in the motion to the right. Breida is going to get this, and he's not going to get it. DJ has space. He's going to pick up a first down and more, and he's going to go down at the 14-yard line. The Giants are running the hell out of Daniel Jones. We're running them, man. First and 10 for the Giants. Daniel Jones back there by himself. You got 3 wide receivers out there. Cager in motion. DJ's taking off again. There's nowhere to go this time. Nowhere to go that time. That was kind of like a wildcat play. Power left by the quarterback, but there was nowhere to go. I think that was, I can't tell who that was, but they weren't blocking Zadarius Smith, and the Giants will be at a 2nd and 12. Saquon's checked back in the game. Daniel Jones has got to be tired at this point. Slayton in the game. Hodgins in the game. Cager, Bellinger in the game. DJ is hitting Hodgins across the field, and that's about a 6-yard gain or 7-yard gain. This will make this 3rd and 4, I think, coming up. Nice route by Hodgins. They're going to make this a 3rd and 5. Manageable. DJ back there again in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Cager at that tight end position, kind of at a flex tight end position. DJ's got time. He's going to hit Slayton in a dime to Slayton for a first down. This will make this 1st and goal. The Giants are balling. The Giants are moving. A whip route from Slayton. First and goal, Giants. You know what's coming now. You know what's coming now. You know what's coming now. The Giants are running this ball. I don't know if that's a legal play, but DJ's going to hold this and he's going to run this in. But there was way too much motion at the snap. You can't have 2 people in motion at once. Yeah, that's an illegal shift. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. But other than that, nice play. But yeah, I could definitely tell there was too many people moving at once. You can't have that. Bellinger just kind of, I would actually kind of call that a false start. Bellinger just kind of moved early. He was the puller right there. You got Saquon in the slot, Breida behind Daniel Jones in his pistol, Slayton in the game. Whoa! That was some ball. That was some ball handling right there. Daniel Jones fake throwing it to Saquon in the flat and handed it to Breida behind his back. That is hilarious. If that would have scored, that would have been a highlight play. It's a highlight play already just because of how funny it is. But they got some tricks right there. 2nd and goal coming up. Giants at the 7-yard line or the 6.5-yard line. I think they'll just turn around and hand this off to Saquon here. Play action. DJ's firing in it, and that's just way too far. This will make this a 3rd and goal. Hodgins wasn't able to bring that in. That was way too far. Just nowhere to go. So this is for all the marbles on 3rd down. Not all the marbles specifically, but all the marbles for this drive. Yeah. I would want Hodgins to get a little bit more depth on that route. to where if he catches that, he can score. But overall, the pass was kind of too far. DJ back in an empty set. Richie James in the slot. Everybody's out there 5 wide. DJ's firing it in, and Cager isn't able to catch it, man. Dropped by Cager. If Cager catches that, he falls into the end zone. But let's see what happened there. Looks like that was on the mark. Oh, it's a little bit behind him. It's a little bit behind him. It was a little bit behind him. I don't know who Dave was yelling at, but I can hear the announcer saying that was on the back shoulder. So maybe he was trying to protect Cager. But either way, if Cager catches that, tough catch. Was behind him, tough catch. If he catches that, you know, it is what it is. That's a touchdown. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate, but the Giants are going to kick the field goal, and we're going to get 17-7. So listen, the Giants offense so far is firing on all cylinders. We have not had one drive where we haven't scored. We just need some more heat from this defense. Yeah, we got to score right there, Joe Smo. I 100% agree. We definitely need that. Because from everything we've seen this playoffs, I mean, a 10-point lead is not safe. I would have rather gone up 14-10. Yeah, if Cager doesn't drop that, man, we score a touchdown. But let this defense get back in our bag. Let's let this pass rush come out a little bit. Minnesota will get pass happy. Yeah, we get the ball coming out of the half. Exactly right, Danny Dime season. We get the ball coming out of the half, so I feel good from what we've done so far this game. 3:25 in the second quarter. I'd like to get the ball right back and put some more points on the board before the half. Yeah, Cager is a converted tight end, so he's a wide receiver pretty much. He's just a big wide receiver. And he's actually like 240 something pounds, but he just looks like a wide receiver. $10 minutes and 52 seconds. 20 plays, 10 minutes and 52 seconds for the Giants that last drive. Talk about draining the clock, man. Almost an 11-minute drive. Gano's going to kick this into the back of the end zone, and they'll start off at the 25. Yeah, I mean, reports, I mean, whether they're reliable or not, but the reports were that they were already talking to DJ. All right, Adoree Jackson back in on Justin Jefferson. The Giants back. And, man, Dalvin Cook is going to run, and Leo is able to take Dalvin down after only a 1-yard gain. And you know what's just funny? I just remembered something I answered a while ago where someone said they're scared of Dalvin. But You were talking about Dalvin Cook, not Dalvin Thomas. And I started talking about Dalvin Thomas. That's funny. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Vikings. Cousins is 9 for 11 so far. They're in the shotgun. Justin Jefferson in, Thielen in, Hawkinson in, playing off the line of scrimmage. Play action, but you got pressure, and that's going to go incomplete. Hopefully they're not calling out anything on us, but it looks like that was an illegal block by them. Let's see. Holding, Vikings. Okay. That penalty is going to be declined. The Vikings will be on here on a 3rd and 9 because Dexter Lawrence got held. Yeah, the Giants have come with the blitz. The Giants came with the blitz. Third and 9 coming up. I think the Giants are going to dial up another blitz right here. They're getting back to what they know best. Hawkinson in the slot. You got Hawkinson is wide open. Tony Jefferson is trying to take him down, man. Hawkinson got left wide open. That was a miscommunication by the Giants defense. They were in man, and they completely left him unaccounted for. No one accounted for Hawkinson. Oh, my gosh. 1st and 10 coming up for the Vikings, and Dexter Lawrence takes down Dalvin Cook for a negative play. Dexter Lawrence is heating up a little bit. He's heating up a little bit. I don't care if Garrett Bradbury is playing or not. He's not a guy that is of Dexter Lawrence's caliber. That's just not going to happen. We cannot let we cannot let Hawkinson get off like that. We just can't. Like, we just cannot leave. We cannot let that guy have a big game and let Jefferson have a big game. That's just not good. We can't allow that. I'm seeing a bunch of hate that Daniel Jones is getting on Twitter by teams, fans of other teams. They're mad that I think Bleacher Report or PFF posted that video of him handing the ball off behind his back. Yeah, I mean, that would put him on 2nd and 19, but it's just like, I'm sure they're thinking, like, we got him on 3rd and 9. Why can't we get off the field on 3rd and 9? I'm not mad at that because it's like, why can't we get off the field again on 3rd and 9? Yeah, Dex is heating up, man. Dex is heating up. If he can, it looks like he's getting into it. He's feeling himself because he's made 3 plays in a row pretty much. As far as being a force, he's been back there 3 plays in a row. Back out of commercial, they're showing all these Vikings players. Established 1961. Vikings have had some pretty good players over the years. Second and 12. Vikings have the ball with 2 minutes to go. You got Hawkinson wide open again, man. We cannot afford to let Hawkinson. We cannot afford to let Hawkinson do this. We cannot afford to let Hawkinson do this, guys. We cannot leave Tony Jefferson on TJ Hawkinson. We cannot do that. We cannot leave Darnay Holmes on him. Hand off to Dalvin Cook, who's cutting this back. And that pretty much got saved by Thibodeau. Even though he didn't keep contained well at first, he was able to get an arm out and slow that run down. But they pick up about 5 or 6 yards, and they pick up 6. This will be 7-4. Back on 2nd and 4. 59 seconds left. Vikings are driving. First down, Justin Jefferson. We let them get back into momentum because we decided to leave these bums on Hawkinson. Like, can we stop doing that? Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, we should not have those. We should not have those players. Like, Hawkinson is obviously a good tight end. He's athletic. He's not able to be covered by bums. Like, I was thinking that they will put McKinney on Hawkinson, but they've got McKinney doing other things. But it's just like, we have got to find out. We got to stop this. 1st and goal for the Vikings. Hawkinson is looking like he's running open again. You got a guy wide open in the middle of the field. They doubled Hawkinson, and KJ Osborne catches the ball and steps right into the end zone. The Vikings answer. After the Giants refuse to score that last touchdown because KJ dropped the ball, they respond. Gave some momentum back right there. Right down the field. I, for one, want Darnay Holmes off of this team. I can't wait until we replace that dude. I've been wanting him gone for 2 years. Yeah, Jackson, Dory definitely is really rusty. Miscommunications on this pass drive allowed them to get a touch. Miscommunications are literally the difference between them punting on 4th and 9 and them scoring a touchdown right there. Way too easy for the Vikings, man. Let's put up a field goal before the half, get this ball back and score a touchdown. Let's grab this momentum back. We can get a field goal here, and then coming out of the half, run some time off the clock and get a touchdown. We'll have the momentum back 100%. It's not even the blitz. It's just the fact that it's like they're missing assignments. Like they're missing assignments completely. They're leaving guys open. They just got to stop busting coverages and they got to stop putting Darnay Holmes on people because that dude can't cover. Like if Darnay Holmes is on anybody but their third or fourth receiver, it's a mismatch every single time. And that includes the tight end. He cannot keep up with the tight end. Physically, he cannot. He literally is a slot corner, and he's getting shook by tight ends. Guys who are 50 pounds heavier than him. He can't cover. Vikings sideline is a lot more animated than they were about 10 minutes ago. The Giants got to go down the field and score. We got to get 3 at least. We got 3 timeouts on the clock. We got 3 timeouts on the board. So we got time. 45 seconds. We got time to get down the field. I think they'll probably kick this short. This is a directional kick. They're going to kick this short to try to make us return it, and we are. And Gary Brightwell is going to take it out to the 40. And you got a flag that's on the Giants should have just literally let that go into the end zone. But I guess Gary Brightwell didn't want to risk that. They just left KJ Osborne wide open in the middle. I don't know how you leave someone open. I could have made that throw for that touchdown. And they're saying that might be because of Gerard Davis. I mean, he just got on the team. All right, so the Giants will start off not at the 21, but at probably 11 or 10 and a half because of that probably holding penalty. They're starting them off at the 10. Not even at the 10, a little bit before that, or at the 10, okay. And Slayton drops the ball. Slayton drops the ball. And Thibodeau is getting held. I mean, what else is new, though, with that? 2nd and 10 for the Giants, 37 seconds on the clock. You got to think they're considering, and Slayton is coming off the field. It looks like he's banged up. And that's not good news for the Giants at all. Because now you got to either throw Golladay out there or Marcus Johnson out there or the guy we got from the Steelers out there. "37 seconds left, Giants in the shotgun. DJ's taking a snap. He's throwing this to, of all people, Richie James. We pick up 3. 27 seconds left. The Giants will just run the clock out. Slayton's back in the game, though, at least. The Vikings are just letting this clock run down. If I'm the Giants, I just let this clock run down. 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11. And they actually snap it. DJ is going to throw this to Bellinger, and Bellinger is going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds with 3 seconds left. Oh, man. I mean, at this point, the game's over. You just nail it at this point. 2 seconds left. You're at your own 20-yard line. I would usually say this is bad clock management, but it's just like we weren't successful on first down. We're this far in our own territory. Just take a knee. So the Giants will go into the half up 17-14. I mean, what else could you ask for? No one in there, no realistic people really believe that the Giants will blow this team out. So we just got to get this ball back in the second half and continue on the offensive reign that we've been on. 2 touchdowns the first 2 drives, a field goal the third drive, and then the last drive, we pretty much just ran the clock out in the second quarter. All right. So the Giants are going into the half, like I just said, 17-14. I would say I feel good about this. I mean, 17 points already at the half. The defense gave up 2 scores. I would have hoped that we would have been able to hold them to a field goal one of these times, but we weren't. But it's just up to our offense to just get the ball back, put up some points, and move on from there. But I'm expecting both teams to make adjustments. I'm expecting our defense to hopefully play a little bit better. Hopefully our offense is able to keep this momentum up. Because the Vikings are going to make adjustments, and it's just about what do we do when they make those adjustments. Do we have to go more run heavy? We've pretty much been really run heavy so far. Do we go pass heavy? We'll find out. But I know one thing, it's going to be very tough to win this game if our defense isn't able to step up and start making some plays. I see some people on Twitter saying they missed the first half. That stinks because who knows what happens, but I know so far that this has been a thrilling, at least first and a half quarters for the Giants. They ran 11 minutes off the clock on one drive, so let's keep it going. Vikings don't have the personnel on defense to handle our offense. It's up to our defense to get it together, and that's my point. Like you got all these guys out there. You got McKinney, you got Adoree Jackson, you got Dexter Lawrence, you got Aziz, you got Thibodeau, you got Leo, you got all these guys out there, and I feel like we're the better defense. We're the better defense, so we need to be able to get some stops here. They are the better offense as far as personnel goes, but we still got to get some stops, man. We got to get some stops. We got to start getting some sacks. I mean, there hasn't been much defense played this game. Let's look at some stats today, but again, there hasn't been much defense played in this game. DJ is 12 for 16, 143 and a touchdown. Saquon is 4 for 51. DJ is 10 for 71 running the ball. Slayton is at 74 yards. Field day. Then you got Kirk Cousins, 13 for 16, 132. You got Dalvin Cook, 10 for 43, 4 yards to carry. Hawkinson with 59 yards. It's just been easy. It's been easy for both teams. And I think our defense is better. So our defense has to be the ones to put down their foot. They got to put down their foot. Yeah, I do think we go to man, but it's just like if we go to man, we have to have the thing is if we go to man, we got to have McKinney on Hodgins. On Hawkinson. We got to have McKinney on Hawkinson because if we don't, he's going to abuse Tony Jefferson. I mean, Tony Jefferson, really? Tony Jefferson? Darnay Holmes? We got to have somebody on him besides those two because they're not going to cover Hawkinson. They just can't. Darnay Holmes literally can't keep up with a guy who's 30, 40 pounds bigger than him. I can see if you're getting like out jumped or out muscled, but you can't keep up with him. The guy is shaking you out of your shoes. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, we need the offense to definitely come out and score 100%. We need them to come out and score a touchdown just to keep them on just to keep them on it. And the thing is, Tyrone, like, does it work in our favor? If we can't stop them from throwing the ball, I mean, it's going to have to fall in our offense's hands. And they've already come out and scored pretty much every time they touch the ball besides that last one. So the expectation is that you keep it going. Expectation is that you keep it going, and you know you can run the ball, you can throw the ball, but just let's keep it going. I've been saying that I believe that Daniel Jones will run for 100 yards today, and I think he will, or he'll come really close to it. He's already at 70 something. But we got to use all of our resources to come out here and put some points on the board. Glad that Slayton is healthy though. He came out for a play, but I'm glad he's back. Some things I'm looking at though, like I said, Daniel Jones has about as many designed runs as Saquon Barkley does. Will you say he scrambled probably for about 5 plays? He's got 10 carries. Saquon has 4 carries. He's averaging 12 yards a carry. Let's feed Saquon in the second half. Let's feed Saquon second half. Like, because he has 4 carries. Like, I haven't really seen Saquon go backwards today yet. I just haven't seen it yet. So let's run the ball. I mean, like I said, 4 carries. Yeah. Giants need to cover TJ Hawkinson 100%. I mean, it's like I said, you got to put McKinney there. Or maybe you put Fabian Moreau on him and you put Flight in the game because people are saying that too. People and some people watch my video, some people just like Flight. But it's just like maybe you do put Flight in there, put him across from Jackson, and you put Fabian Moreau on the tight end. You know, you keep whoever you have for the slot, you keep Holmes for the slot, whatever, put him on KJ Osborne because he hasn't killed us there. But you just keep Fabian Moreau and put him on the tight end. Because anybody but who's covering him right now, because we cannot allow this tight end to wreck the game. In the middle of the field, no. Because these blitzes, once these blitzes are coming through, the first place Kirk Cousins is going to look is right in front of him. And who's right in front of him? The tight end, wide open. We could even go Wildcat. Yeah, I mean, I don't care how we do it, man. We just gotta get 7 this drive. Said Fabian, I like Fabian on the tight end. Bengals did that with Kelsey, and it's the Chiefs kryptonite. Yeah, I remember we used to be able to put James Bradbury when we had him on Travis Kelsey, and that stopped things. Bradbury on Kelsey pretty much shut him down. And if we still had Bradbury, which we don't, but if we still had him, he would definitely be on Hawkinson at this point because Hawkinson has just been destroying us. Yeah, that whole second quarter thing has been a weakness of this coaching staff and of Brian Dable so far, but I wasn't too upset with that. I mean, we got the ball at the 9-yard line because of that holding penalty, and it's kind of asking a lot for us to go down the field that quickly. So I'd rather that than turn the ball over and get him a field goal. So I don't have any issue with that. How much money the refs got in the FanDuel? Listen, I mean, the refs allowed Andrew Thomas the false start on that touchdown we scored. So I just think the refs are bad. I think they're bad. They allowed us to get away with a couple of plays that I saw where we really benefited from, and they've allowed them to get away with a couple of plays that they really benefited from. Emil says, I don't know why Dable ran a play with 25 seconds left. Yeah, kind of talked about that. Yeah. Like I said, it's just like, I think they just, after they didn't get a chunk play, that first play, I think they were just like, we're at the 9-yard line. We don't want to really risk giving them the ball back because they can get a punt return. They could get anything and be in field goal range. So not upset with just trying to hold the ball. What I was more surprised about is that we were on third down and the Vikings didn't even try to call a timeout. They didn't even want the ball back to try to get a field goal and tie it up. Oh, yeah, we can definitely win this game. We just got to actually go out and do it. Exactly. That's 100% unlimited. We cannot allow them. We have to stomp out that fire because we can't allow them to get hot because Kirk Cousins with confidence is a whole different quarterback. Looks like they're coming out. I think you got Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olsen. Might not be Kevin Burkhardt. I thought it was Kevin Burkhardt. Yeah, I don't like that either. That we gave up those points, but it is what it is. We just gotta take the control back of this game. Dex had about 3 plays. Leo had about 2 or 3 plays. We gotta bring that consistently. They haven't really had a bunch of time to throw the ball, but guys have been so wide open that they haven't needed time to throw the ball. Both quarterbacks having field days so far. Vikings will kick this off. The crowd is going crazy. Let's see where they kick this off to. This will go into the end zone. Giants offense trotting back out there in the huddle. Fresh out of the half. See if we made any halftime adjustments. Daniel Jones is the last guy on the field. 15 seconds left. 14, 13. Breaking the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Making some adjustments. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon tries to make a guy miss, and Dalvin Tomlinson, former Giant, meets Saquon in the backfield. And that's how the Giants start off their first play out of the first half or into the second half. Dalvin Tomlinson whoops. I couldn't tell who that was. Looked like it was Evan Neal, but I know he wasn't lined up over him. But either way, he whooped whoever was in front of him. And the Giants lose 3 yards on first down. Giants back in the shotgun. Bellinger in motion. DJ hits Hodgins, and Hodgins was so open after the linebacker kind of broke on the ball. He kind of hesitated, and if he didn't hesitate, he'd probably have a first down. So this will make this 3rd and 3. We pick up 10 on 2nd down. And this is a huge play right here. This is a huge play with 14 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. If the Giants can pick up this first down and keep this ball going, keep this drive going, and get this fresh set of downs, you feel really good. This is where the momentum can be shifted back into our favor. DJ hits Saquon. He's wide open. He's got space. He's going to not even make anybody miss, but he picks up about 20 yards on 3rd and 3, and the Giants offense is moving. The Giants sent Richie James and Bellinger on 2 crossers, cleared out for Saquon, and it was an easy catch and run. Saquon caught it, which I'm glad about, and we could pick up an easy 20-something yards there. Giants back in Minnesota territory where we've lived all day. At the 44, Hodgins in motion. He'll line up beside Slayton. DJ's got time. DJ's taking off again, and he's going to throw this to Hodgins, who's got space, and he's running. And if he was just a little bit faster, he'd score. But he is moving in slow motion. So what should have been a touchdown ends up putting us inside the 10-yard line. Should have been a touchdown again, but the guy is slow as paint drying. I mean, he's as slow as paint drying. So the Giants are inside the 10-yard line again. Hodgins at 73 yards. Shout out to Authentic in the Beard. I think the over-under on their show for Hodgins was 44. Handoff to Slayton, who actually makes a good decision to cut upfield and gets crunched after pick up a 3. Second and 7 coming up for the Giants. You got Saquon back here. 3 wide receivers, 2 wide receivers, and Lawrence Cage are in the game. They leave Bellinger wide open, touchdown, Giants. Let's go. I wonder if Joe Smo was ahead of me. But either way, touchdown to Daniel Bellinger. They left him wide open on that bootleg, and the Giants respond quickly and immediately go down the field and score. DJ so far today, 2 touchdowns. As good a game as you could play today. As good a game as you could play. Beautiful play design by Mike Kafka or Brian Dable, whoever it is. But Mike Kafka called the play. Beautiful play design and beautiful play call by the tandem, I'll say. And this ball will go right down the middle. The Giants go back up by 10. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. And Aziz is out for the rest of the game. I just saw that news that Aziz is out for the rest of the game, and that just stinks, man. I mean, he's our best pure pass rusher off the edge, and we just can't get him. We just can't have him out here. I just don't get it. I mean, I guess the guy, he keeps re-aggravating an injury. At this point, I would just shut him down then, because he's just not been right the whole year, and whenever he's in, he's getting a bunch of pressure. I'm looking for an interception this drive from Kirk Cousins. I'm looking for an interception. Nobody has been sacked today. I think DJ did get sacked. But besides that one sack, nobody has gotten sacked. Kirk Cousins hasn't been sacked today. He has not been touched. You know, as he hasn't gone down today. I think he just re-aggravated. I didn't see a play where he got hurt specifically, but I think he just re-aggravated an injury. I think it's just the same thing. He just keeps re-aggravating, and he's just not right. If we win this game, I'm sure they'll try him again next week. But I would just shut him down for the season if he cannot get through a game. Because the last time we played the Vikings, he started the game off and he couldn't stay in the game. He ended up having to leave. Am I am I tripping or something? I could have sworn that first half touchdown was dropped by Lawrence Cager, but people are saying Bellinger. Did he drop that? I thought that was Cager for some reason. I could have sworn that was Cager, but I guess it was Bellinger. DJ so far 16 for 22, 18, 71 rushing yards, and 2 passing touchdowns. Giants up 24-14, kicking this off. Come on, Giants defense. Let's go. Let's go, Giants defense. Let's get a stop. Let's get an interception. I want to make our presence felt. Let's not get punched in the mouth. Let's do the punching. Let's do the punching. You said it was Cage or Joe Smo. So why are people saying that Bellinger made up for the first half mistake? What mistake did he make in the first half? First and 10 for the Vikings. Hand off to Cook, who's going to pick up 6.5, 7 yards, and way too much yards on first down. Way too many yards on first down, but let's go. Let's keep it moving. I hate those quarterbacks that take a knee in the huddle. I just hate that. I just hate it. Kirk Cousins with the play action, and he got this is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. This dude, Kirk Cousins, keeps getting so close to being sacked, and he's hitting these little dump offs, and he's just kidding them. He's hitting them every time. Same thing happened last week, man. The same thing happened last week, and we just continue to let these tight ends leak out. It's just so frustrating. But they'll have a fresh set of downs. Let's stop them from getting into our territory. Let's put our foot down now. Let's put our foot down right now. Hand off to Cook. He's going nowhere. 2.5, 3 yard gain right there. Dex is getting off of him now. Second and 7. Oh yeah, Bellinger motion. Yeah, you're right. Second and 7 coming up for the Giants. Cousins, the ball pops in there. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? Did he catch it? Julian Love reverses field. I don't know if he caught that. I don't know if he caught that at all. But there's a flag on the field. Before I get excited, there's a flag on the field. That's a drop. Yeah, Julian Love didn't catch that. And there's also a flag on the field. Okay. No foul on the play. This is what happens when you bring McKinney back in the game. Is he breaks on that ball and you get an opportunity for an interception like that, and you don't have a completion. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Giants. Let's stand up right here. Let's get off the field on 3rd and 7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get off the field here on 3rd and 7. Like, there should be no excuse for this. This Giants defense is they're way too talented. You got Moreau in the slot on Osborne. I think that's Jefferson in the game. The Vikings basically went 5 wide. They're throwing this in Hawkinson. Who else picks up an easy first down? Yeah, Quincy, I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Ojulari's out for the game. But it's just the same guy, Hawkinson, every time is there. And then we get so much pressure. Every time the Giants get pressure, it's bad news. I mean, I can't stand this dude, Hawkinson. Vikings pick up another 3rd down at the 34-yard line now in field goal range. Play action again. He's letting it fly. He's got a guy wide open. I don't know what was going on right there. It looked like we had Gerard Davis in man coverage. Let's see what happened there. We had Gerard Davis in man. Why do we have Gerard Davis in man coverage against Adam Thielen? Why do we have Gerard Davis in man coverage on Adam Thielen? Hand off to Dalvin Cook, who's running straight up the middle, and he's going to go down at the 3. I don't understand how you put Gerard Davis one-on-one on Adam Thielen and expect him to cover him. I just don't get that. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it because, like, at that point, you're giving away free yards. You're lucky you didn't give up a score right there. And now there's a flag on the field, and you got a guy wide open in the backfield. This defense is really letting us down. This defense is really letting us down. Like, we can't get one stop from these guys. We can't get one stop from them. We can't get one stop from them. I just don't get it, man. So instead of having a chance to go up by more than 10, the Giants defense once again lets them down. They're letting the team down, man. It's ridiculous. I would even put Nick McLeod on Hawkinson. I mean, just try anything to try to slow him down because he's just doing whatever he wants. Like, this is ridiculous, man. And Adoree Jackson hasn't been healthy into this week, but he's clearly out of practice. He's clearly not the same Adoree that he was before he got hurt. And it just goes on to it, just like Why was he returning punts, man? Why was he returning punts? Like every single meaningful snap for the defense today has a tight end has made a reception. And that was my one thing is we just can't let Hawkinson go off again. We can't let Hawkinson go off again. And what's going on? Hawkinson is the leading receiver, 4 receptions, 78 yards. Every single catch that Hawkinson has had has been a first down. Like we're not able to do it. We're not able to do that if we can't play defense, man. We can't put the team away if we can't play defense. And like you can't expect the Giants to score every time we touch the ball. It's just like there are just so many things that are just going wrong. It's like missed assignments, just bad play. It's just horrible. Because I know for a fact that Wink Martindale did not want Gerard Davis covering Adam Thielen. I just know for a fact that we didn't want that. Like we're it's just a lot. Wink Martindale, you got to answer for this, man. And this isn't me calling for somebody's job, but Wink Martindale is responsible for how this defense is playing right now. Giants back in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers left. Hodgins has been a reliable guy in this short passing game, and he picks up 5 on first down. Second and 5 coming up for the Giants. Barkley back in. Breida's still in the game. He's been in the game all day pretty much. Second and 5. DJ making some last second calls. Bellinger in motion. Fake handoff to Barkley, and Breida is going to fall forward and put us in third in inches pretty much. It's just like that's my point, Joe Smo. It's just a lot of people not knowing what they're doing. And if that means sacrificing, run defense because Gerard Davis doesn't know what he's doing, then take him out of the game because it's just like they've never played with each other before. That's what it looks like. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Giants. You got to think we got a nice play for this. Breida's in the slot. He's in motion. Hand off to Breida. Breida is going to fall forward. What an effort by Matt Breida to pick up that first down. That's what we want in the playoffs from you, Matt. That's what we want from you. Everybody knew that jet sweep was coming. And Breida made like 3 people miss and picked up that first, man. And if Breida doesn't get that, people are saying, why don't you give the ball to Saquon Barkley? Why don't you put the ball in Daniel Jones' hand? Sometimes players just got to make plays. Giants got 2 wide receivers bunched right. Hand off to Saquon, who's got a head full of steam, and he's going to pick up 2.5, 3 yards. And, they were able to grab him. picks up 2.5 yards. This will be 2nd and 7 coming up. 2nd and a long 7. Saquon now up to 6 whole carries halfway through the third quarter. Well, more than halfway through the third quarter. 2nd and 7 now for the Giants. DJ throws the ball well behind Richie James and way too low. Richie James definitely picks up a first down right there. That's DJ's first misfire of the game. Oh, okay. The ball got tipped. Okay. The ball got tipped. So DJ didn't miss that throw. The ball just got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Either way, missed opportunity right there for the Giants on an easy third down convert or first down that would have gotten there. 3rd and 7 for the Giants. Pass rush is coming. DJ stepping up, and he's going to go down. And guess what? A defense finally makes a play. It wasn't the Giants defense. It was a defense that people consider one of the worst in the league. They finally made a play. But what do you expect? What do you expect, man? I mean, what do you expect? Now, can our defense make a play? Whoa, he dropped the ball. No, we didn't get it. But he dropped it. Oh, man. I don't know why that Vikings returner didn't try to go for that. I don't know why he didn't call for the fair catch, but he dropped it. Nick McLeod punched it out, and they were there to get on top of it. But good opportunity. And I see people on Twitter saying things that we all see, like the pass rushers. Fans of other teams are saying that the pass rushers are getting held. Our pass rushers are getting held every play, and they are. And shout out to Bobby Skinner on Twitter from Talking Giants. You can't expect your offense to be perfect. Get them the ball back. And it's just like the offense has scored a touchdown, 4 times? 5 times? Not 4 times, but the offense has pretty much dominated this game. So, yeah, I mean, finally they have to punt in the third quarter. The Giants have punted for the first time today with like 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Yeah, I mean Neil is playing bad, man. He's playing bad. He's developing. He's playing through some injuries. Like I say, he got better before he got hurt. But since he's been back from that injury, he's been playing bad. So far today, I mean, a drop touchdown. I wouldn't really call the Julian Love thing a dropped interception because that would have been a crazy interception. But you can throw that in the mix, and then they fumble the ball on that return, and we don't get it. So 3 things that really could have changed the tide of this game. The Giants could definitely be using being at 28 instead of 24 right now. I'll tell you that much. Let's see if this Giants defense finally steps up since the offense finally had a bad drive. Kirk Cousins is letting this fly, and Thielen is catching this for a first down. Kirk Cousins had entirely too much time. I mean, he's back there pump faking. And Thielen will come out of the game. No pressure, no resistance so far from the Giants today. Toss to Dalvin Cook. Nice setting the edge. And I think they actually spotted Dalvin Cook at the right spot. And now Thibodeau is hurt. Thibodeau is hurt. Hopefully this isn't serious because that's a game-changing injury. What the? Somebody just tripped over Thibodeau's ankle. Yeah, that's a big injury, man. But that's Giants football though. And you already know that all these people they're gonna laugh at Thibodeau getting hurt because he did Snow Angels next to Nick Foles. But it just is what it is, man. But Thibodeau was definitely down for this game. I mean, the way that looked is like it was something serious. So it is what it is, man. I mean, the offense can still keep this going, but we lose both of our edge rushers, both of them. So now it's up to Zimenez. That's Giants football, man. That's Giants football. I mean, it wouldn't be Giants football without bad play leading up to some injuries. Aziz is out. Tibbs is out. I mean, that's the thing is, well, first of all, we can still use Dex in these key moments, but it's just like they weren't getting pressure anyway. And they were getting held every play. And I guarantee you when they go back and show him getting hurt, I bet you it's going to be a play that he's getting held on that wasn't called. So let's see. Thibodeau jammed his shoulder pretty much. Oh, he jammed his hand up, so he might be back. Either way, 2nd and 6 coming up for the Giants. Hawkinson in motion across the formation. Dex shifts over through a 3-tech. There's pressure and nice tackle by Dory Jackson. This will make this a 3rd and about 1, 3rd and 2. Let's see if the Giants, for the first time in forever, can get off of the field on 3rd down. Both defenses have been bad on 3rd down, but at least the Vikings have gotten a couple of sacks on 3rd down, or a couple of sacks in general. Thibodeau back in the game. 3rd and 2. With his hand taped up. You got McKinney on Hawkinson. Man coverage across the board. The Giants are definitely sending a blitz. Cousins is going to jump this. He's going to dump this off to Dalvin Cook right in front of him again. Cousins has had to answer to pretty much every blitz that the Giants have sent today. Pass rush was there, but it's, again, I mean, guys are open right in front of Kirk Cousins. First and 10. Vikings at the 49-yard line at their own 49-yard line. Play action to Dalvin Cook. Kirk has got all day. He's throwing a bomb. And good coverage by McKinney. It looked like McKinney got held right there. And he probably could have had an interception. Let's see. And like I said, this is the difference between having a dominant safety and a bad safety, or a practice squad safety. And McKinney got interfered with. That should be a flag. That's offensive pass interference, but no call. 2 seconds on the play clock. Kirk takes a snap, hands off to Dalvin, and Jalen Smith blew that play up. Jalen Smith blew that play up. A couple of times a game, Jalen Smith will launch into the backfield and make a huge play. Third and 13 for the Vikings. Come on, Giants defense. Get off the field now. Get off the field. Pass rush is there. Thibodeau is there. Holding. And that pass is completed, but about 2 yards short of a first down. The Vikings will probably go for this on fourth down. Big moment. Big time play. Big moment right here. Big time moment right here. Big time moment right here. The Vikings on 4th and 2 right here. The Giants get off the field. This is huge. We get the ball with the best field position we've gotten so far. It's time. It's time to step up. It's time to step up. 4th and 2, Hockenson in motion. McKinney on Hockenson. You got Hockenson wide open. They keep leaving this dude. Why? I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say at this point. Because how many times are you going to leave this guy wide open like he's a bum? At this point, like, the only way you can play defense is like you're hoping that he drops the ball. Like, this is ridiculous, man. You let this dude waltz to over 100 yards receiving on a bunch of easy catches. Like, this is just idiotic, man. It's just idiotic. It's really stupid. You know, like, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say, man. All I can say is, hey, hopefully the Giants offense is able to get the ball back and do something, because the defense isn't going to provide us any help today. Like, we're not going to get any help from Wink Martindale in the defense today. We just got to hope that our offense is. We got to hope that Daniel Jones is Josh Allen. That's the only way. That's the only way we can win this game. Like, every play they're going to Hockenson, and every play they decide, oh, I don't know who Hockenson is. Where is he? I don't know. Where is Hockenson? I don't know. Landon Collins got beat a couple of plays on Hockenson too, man. It's just like, It's one thing like Landon Collins got beat on that play, but it's another thing when you have Gerard Davis one-on-one with Adam Thielen, and it's another thing when you leave the tight end that's the number one receiver today. Today, he's the number one receiver, and you leave him completely wide open. You leave him completely open on a fourth down play. Like there's no way that you can justify that. Like there's no way you can justify that, man. Like no sacks today, no plays that have been impactful at all. No plays that have been impactful at all from this defense. 1st and 10 coming up. Cousins again on a play action, and Dalvin Cook is going to lose about 2 yards. Nice play by Darnay Holmes, but it's just like, what's the point if you're going to continue to give these plays up like this? You're allowing the number one receiver to be unaccounted for. I'd be interested to see how Kirk Cousins is done against the Ravens when Wink Martindale was their coordinator, because it's like he has no idea how to defend Kirk Cousins. Kirk is going to throw this short, and Dalvin Cook is going to reverse field. If the dude stayed on his feet, they'd have a first down because of the horrible tackling. You know, Darnay Holmes should be a linebacker. He still will be a bad coverage linebacker. Tony Jefferson, man, like he shouldn't be in the game. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Vikings. How will TJ Hawkinson pick up this first down on 3rd and long? How will he do it this time? It should be your question, people. How will he do it this time? He's there. How will he do it this time? He's going to be a yard. That is the most BS. That is BS. That is BS. They let this dude stay in the air. They let TJ Hawkinson fight for a good 7 seconds after forward progress was stopped. Forward progress was stopped right there. Why are you throwing a challenge flag, Dable? Do not throw a challenge flag. How about you stop that dude from – how about you cover him on 3rd down? Like, can we take Tony Jefferson out of the game, please? Fourth and 1 for the Vikings coming up. And you got to think they're going to go for this again, and they will pick it up. I mean, I can't say that I've ever been this disappointed with the defensive effort from the Giants in a meaningful game like this. You got to think they'll probably run a play action, and they'll probably be targeting either Jefferson or Hawkinson. It's going to go to one of those guys, or Muno, one of these tight ends, or Jefferson. It's going to go to one of those two. It's just about if we can defend it, or will they just go quarterback sneak. And right now they're talking about how the interior defensive line is the strength of the Giants. I can't tell because they pick up every quarterback sneak they run, and they pick it up easily. Somebody jumped. Somebody jumped. Somebody jumped. So this will turn into 4th and 6, and they'll probably kick a field goal at this point. They're not going to go for this. Oh, man. What a mess this game is, man. I just need this defense to do something productive. One time. Just one time. Like the output that we've gotten from this offense has just been more than we could ask for. We just need the defense to match it. And the Vikings tied the game up at 24-all. Just think, guys, if the defense had been able to get just one or two of these third down stops, the Giants will be up by 7 to 10 points. The Giants got lucky, and the Giants can't cover worth a lick. But it's just like also when you look at the line, the fact that they're getting away with like really just drastic holds on our defensive line every single time is ridiculous. Yeah, Joe Smo, that was a long drive. Definitely was a long drive. Let's see if I can find the official time for that drive. Huh. It was only a 6-minute and 38 drive, not as long as the Giants drive earlier on this game. They had a 6-minute 37 drive to start the game off, then a 6-minute 38 drive to is their last field goal. But I need this Giants defense to just make one game-changing kind of play. I just need one. Like the fact that we have not sacked Kirk Cousins once. First of all, it shows that they're not throwing these flags for these holding calls. Second of all, it just shows that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing because our secondary versus their receivers is not the strength. It's the defensive line. But no flags are being thrown. So they can just hold us. So the game is back in the Giants' offense's hands. Touchback right there. Man, I am demoralized right now after seeing that Hawkinson stuff, man. I'm completely demoralized. We need this Giants offense to come out there and take this momentum back because this is getting ridiculous. Getting ridiculous on the other side of the ball. Giants in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers left, 2 right. I actually got a tight end left next to Hodgins. DJ is going to throw this ball away. Pass rush came. Evan Neal can't block a lick. Second and 10. Second and 10. DJ back there. Saquon back there. Daniel Bellinger in motion across the formation to the left side. Play action. DJ's throwing this. Slayton catches it. Clumsily catches it, but he catches it and runs for a first down. Blitz came from the left. DJ was able to hang in there long enough. Blitz got blocked up. Ball got tipped, it looked like, or barely missed. Either way, Slayton was able to catch that and run for a first down. Giants come out in the pistol. Bellinger in motion. Settles at a fullback spot. Throws this short to Richie James, who cuts it back inside, and he picks up a first down. That is literally the first screen I've ever seen work to a Giants wide receiver in my life. It's got to be. When is the last time you guys remember a screen working for the Giants? Wow. To a receiver. Richie James made Harrison Smith the Pro Bowl. That's not Harrison Smith, but made somebody miss in the open field, picked up a first down. First and 10, Giants at midfield, moving the ball. Their second first down in the drive. Another play action to Saquon, who picks it up, and a dart from DJ to Darius Slayton. And that's going to be pass interference, as Shelley from the Vikings broke that up. So that'll be 5 yards and a first down for the Vikings. Illegal contact. Joe Smo, our offense is not at the level to where we say, I don't want to score too fast. As long as we score, I'm taking it. First and 10 coming up for the Giants. The Vikings have 2 penalties for 9 yards. Wow. Hodgins in motion. He's in the slot. Richie James in the other slot. Bellinger at the top of the screen. Slayton at the bottom of the screen. DJ's throwing this, and a nice catch by Slayton as he gets hit by Patrick Peterson the second he touches it. Giants pick up about 5 right there. We are going really pass heavy. Really pass heavy. Saquon hasn't touched the ball in a while. And of course, the Vikings fan, the funny thing is the Giants pass rush is getting held. I see Eagles fans on Twitter who are rooting against us that are talking about how the Giants are getting held on defense. So, yeah, we are getting held. And now they say that that's a drop from Darius Slayton. And it is a drop. So the Giants will have a 2nd and 10 coming up, back in the huddle, right across midfield. I think this is at the 45 of the Vikings, about 10 yards away from being in the field goal range, or about 7 yards actually. DJ's got time in the pocket. He's going to break left, and he's going to throw this, and it's going to be a beautiful throw and catch by Isaiah Hodgins on the sideline. What a catch, man. What a catch. What a throw and what a catch by Isaiah Hodgins on the sideline. That toe is in. That toe is in. And DJ's got time, and he's going deep, and it's gone. No. Slayton drops it at the last second. Slayton dropped it at the last second, but a nice shot. Nice to take the shot right there. To trust this guy. But that was almost caught. Almost caught. You got to catch that, man. You got to catch that. DJ was feeling himself. Slayton is definitely scared to be great. Slayton is definitely scared to be great because he should have caught that touchdown. You'll see it soon if you're not where I'm at now, but Slayton should have caught that touchdown. Short throw to Saquon and a pancake by Kenny Golladay and a first down by Saquon. Kenny Golladay pancaked that dude. You got to earn that money somehow. Got to earn that money somehow. Kenny Golladay still in the game. At the top of your screen. Hodgins at the bottom of your screen. Richie James in the slot. Saquon in the backfield. Hand off to Saquon. Actually hand off to DJ. He keeps the ball on the option, and we pick up 4.5. And Golladay will probably come out of the game here because they only bring in Golladay to block. That'll put Daniel Jones to 76 yards today on 11 carries. Again, I mean, Saquon doesn't even have 8 carries today, which is crazy. But who cares? I mean, as long as we win the game. Hodgins at the bottom of your screen, 2 wide receivers right. Bellinger in the game. I don't think Kaiser has seen the game since he dropped that. DJ's got time. He's still got time. He'll probably have to throw this away. Everybody was covered. And this will make this 3rd and 5. A little bootleg from the Giants that time. Minnesota wasn't fooled. This will make this 3rd and 5 for the Giants. Pivotal play. I love to put a B in pivotal. I always loved it. I like to say pivotable, but it's pivotal play. And now there's a timeout. I can't tell who called it. I think there's a timeout from the refs. I don't know what's going on right there. But 3rd and 5. You got Slayton out there. You got Hodgins. You got Bellinger. And you got Richie James. Hodgins motions. He's lined up to the outside of Slayton at the bottom of your screen. DJ takes a snap. He hits Richie James, who's going to be about this short of a first down. They gave him a bad spot, though. They gave him a bad spot. They gave him a horrible spot. Instead of being this short, they spotted him a whole yard short. The Giants offense is coming out there. They're ready to go for it. 4th and 1. Deep in Minnesota territory. This is 3 points that they could be leaving on the field. But listen, I trust our offense to go out there and get a yard. Let's see. 5, 4, 3. Quarterback sneak. Daniel Jones gets this. He got folded backwards. Let's hope he's healthy. Let's hope he's okay. And he is. All right. Easy first down quarterback sneak by Daniel Jones. He got hit in his head too. He got bent backwards, but he looks like he's okay. Looks like he's okay. So the Giants will have a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal from the Giants. Darius Slayton in motion. Looks like the Vikings are in man. DJ has to throw this away, and there is pass interference in the end zone by Patrick Peterson. You can't make this up. Vikings played that well, but Patrick Peterson was interfering with Hodgins at the back of the end zone, which will take this half a distance to the goal and give us another first down. You got to think Saquon should touch the ball here. But what do I know? I mean, I would want Saquon to touch the football right here. Hand off to Saquon. He's going to fight. And the dude carries a guy into the end zone. This is what I'm talking about. Saquon should be touching the football in the red zone. It shouldn't be a debate. Shouldn't be a debate. Joe Smo here, Saquon. He just ran it in. 31-24. Giants go up. Giants respond. It's all up to the defense again. It's all up to the defense again. I mean, Saquon literally carried Dalvin Tomlinson into the end zone. We all know how strong Dalvin Tomlinson is. Like, give me the ball. All right, the Giants are lining up the extra point, and it is right down the middle. Cool. I mean, Dalvin literally is a guy that like would take on double teams and not move, and he just got carried into the end zone. Like Saquon literally carried the guy, which is like whether the defense gives up a touchdown or whatever they do, whether they do that or not, it's just like we should be giving the ball to Saquon. We should really be giving the ball to Saquon. Like we should be giving the ball to Saquon. Like Saquon is a guy that if we get the ball back again, you know, after they do whatever they do, Saquon should be the guy that just runs the clock out. Yeah, let Daniel Jones run some option too because his legs are important, but Saquon should be touching the ball a little bit more than he has today. That was a very good drive using the clock to their advantage. Good coaching by Dable. Yeah, I mean, listen, we ran a little clock ran a little time off the clock. Let's see how much time that drive took. That was 4:47. Not too long of a drive, but we got 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So you got to think Minnesota will take probably what 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Who knows what they'll do, but whatever they do, I think the Giants will have the last time to touch the ball. So Saquon today, 2 touchdowns on the ground. They're zooming in on the guy as he's spitting. Giants ready to kick this off. Gano is ready to put this in the back of the end zone. And that ball looked like it got shanked. And it gets bobbled. It actually helped the Giants out. And we should tackle them before the 25, but we don't. We actually did. Go down at the 22. And it looks like Pinnock is hurt, though. Dude lost his shoe and the ref picked it up. Pinnock is down. Promising young player for the Giants. Depth, safety. Guy who plays a lot for us. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's nothing crazy for him. Would hate to see anything bad. Maybe he's just shaking up a little bit. Looks like he got kicked. So let's see. Hopefully Pinnock is okay because he's been definitely outshining, being an undrafted free agent. DJ throws darts for real. DJ has been money today. One drive he got sacked and the drive ended. The other drive we just kind of ran the clock out. So other than that, the Giants offense as a whole has been great. DJ's been great. Let's pull up his stats. 22 of 31, 281 and 2 touchdowns, 78 yards rushing. Saquon 53 yards rushing. Only 7 carries for Saquon. I would really like to see the guy at least. Oh, man. I really like to see the guy that had more carries today, but it is what it is. The Giants offense is scoring. And it's just all up to the defense now to try to make something happen, man. If we can get this defense to get them off the field, that would be huge because the way our offense has been moving today and we can run the ball, I think we could really do some damage. If we can run the ball and get a field goal, that finishes the game. But we need this offense. We need this defense to get a stop. We just need it. We need this offense to get a stop. Like you would think that the guy who's getting all these head coaching looks and Wink Martindale, the guy who's getting all these looks and stuff, you would think he would be able to scheme one 3-and-out. Just one sack that finishes the drive, one interception, one anything, one game-changing play. Just once. And this isn't me throwing dirt on Wink Martindale's name. He's a great guy, but I'm saying today we need him to make this play. We need him to empower his players to make this play. Oh, my gosh. Always get surprised when I see that USFL commercial when the guy gets hit like that. I don't think the Vikings have gone 3-and-out today. I think they got a first down on that play that they punted, on that drive they punted. Yeah, I think he got kicked. Oh, man. He got kicked in his gut. Hopefully, and he got cleated in his gut. So hopefully, that's awful, man. That's awful. 1st and 10 for the Vikings, shotgun. Dalvin Cook is going to lose 5 yards. There we go. See, that's what we need. That's the only thing Darnell Holmes is good for. Second and 14 coming up for the Vikings. Pass rush is coming unleashed. Another screen to Hawkinson. Thibodeau runs him down. Jefferson finishes the job. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Vikings. Let's go. Let's go, Vikings. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what y'all got on 3rd down. 2 straight screens, 2 nice plays by the Giants. Nice play by Thibodeau. Tony Jefferson with the assist. 3rd and 12 coming up. Thibodeau with 5 pressures. He probably got held on every single one of those pressures. 3rd and 12 coming up. Dane Belton in the game for Pinnock. Best to probably send him blitzing because the guy misses assignments. McKinney in coverage. He's got forever and he's going to go down and he drops it. McKinney, not McKinney, but Dexter Lawrence almost had Kirk Cousins going down, and he was able to get it away to Dalvin Cook, and it was just a little bit too far, luckily. So the Giants defense forces a 3-and-out. Finally, it's all up to the Giants offense to run this clock out and put another touchdown on the board if they can. Vikings will kick this off, punt it off to Richie James, who fields this and he's going to go right up the field, and he is going to go down at the 24. And there was a late hit, and there's no flag thrown. Somebody hit Richie James while he was on the ground, and there's no flag thrown. All right, defense, that's the stop we needed, man. Like, that's if there was one stop you all needed to make, that was the stop. That was the stop. That was what y'all needed to do. So the Giants got this ball back with 6-something minutes left, 6:12 left. Listen, if y'all put up any points on the board, that's huge. That's huge. Y'all put any points on the board, that'll be huge. Got the ball at the 24. DJ back there empty. Saquon in the slot, 5 wide. DJ's got Richie James, who's covered by 39. Can't tell who that is, but he's covered. DJ kind of had nobody open, and he just threw it to Richie to see if he would make a play. I wouldn't throw that because that ball could have been popped in the air, but luckily it didn't. 2nd and 10 for the Giants. Back in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left in the tight end. Hodgins to the right. No handoff to Saquon. Saquon misses the blitz pickup, but he catches it with one hand, and he's going to pick up a first down. That's what we need, man. But it's inside 8 minutes, so the clock will stop. Okay, I guess not. I guess it doesn't stop. But luckily, Saquon makes a nice play. He didn't miss the block, as I said earlier. It was a design route. But he makes a nice play, and he's going to run that for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Giants, moving the ball, running some clock. You got to think this goes to running the football now. Got to think they want to run out the clock at this point. Power right to Daniel Jones. And, I mean, Danielle Hunter was there all the way. All the way. Danielle Hunter was there all day. And just sniffed that out. So, Giants only get a yard there. $2023 Pro Bowl. I can guarantee you. I won't say anything crazy. Let's finish this game. 2nd and 9. Slayton in, Hodgins in, Richie James in to the right. You got Bellinger in to your left. Hodgins motions over to the left into the slot. 2 seconds, 1 second. Giants are still throwing it. DJ's got forever. Hodgins is going to catch this, and he's going to be a yard short of the first down. Long yard, but a yard. This will make this 3rd and 1 with 4 minutes and 30-something seconds left. The Giants get one more first down. This clock is running down pretty low. 3rd and 1. What do y'all got? What does Dable have? What does Kafka have on 3rd and 1? Daniel Jones is over 300 yards, 301 yards for the day. 3rd and 1. Hodgins over 100 yards for the first time in his career. Love to see it. Bellinger in motion again. Handoff to Saquon. Saquon is going to fight, and he's going to be short. Looks like he was short. Looks like he was well short of that first down. And it's decision time for Kafka and Dable. I trust my offense a lot more to get 1 yard than I trust this defense to stop them from scoring a touchdown. I don't think he got it. He didn't get it. He was far from getting that. Again, I trust my offense a lot more to get this 1 yard than I trust my defense to stop them from scoring a touchdown. So the Giants coming out in the shotgun. The referee is waving this play off, and the Giants have called a timeout. The Giants have called a timeout. Hopefully we still go for it. All right. And the Giants will pull their offense back onto the field. Feliciano throwing his helmet back on 4th and 1. Play of the game. This is the play of the game. No doubt, play of the game. No doubt the play of the game, guys. They got 12 men on the field. We're a little bit late. And DJ picks it up. No doubt, picked it up. He did not fumble. The play's over. All right, the Giants pick it up here. So we'll trot this back out here. 3:15 to go, man. 3:15 to go. 3:18 to go. Giants up 31-24. Kevin O'Connell having a discussion with the referee. Who knows what he's talking about? Apparently, Kevin O'Connell was trying to call a timeout before that last play, and he couldn't get it. But he didn't get it, so let's move on. I don't want to see him arguing with the referee for the next 20 minutes. Anyway, first and 10. Giants back in the shotgun. You got to think, let's go to Saquon. They go to Saquon Barkley, who goes down for about a negative half yard. Vikings take their second timeout with 3:14 to go. Now I believe you go ahead and throw it. It's a second and long. And, if you get in the field goal range, you're good. All you need is one more first down. That pretty much wins the game. You get one more first down. Breida in, Barkley in. Looks like Hodgins is in. Bellinger in. Giants doing some funky things pre-snap. Fake to Breida. DJ's got all day. He's going to take the sack. That was a shot to the head. There's no flag, but that's fine. The Giants basically gave up right there. Well, they didn't give up, but at least the Vikings had to take their last time out. It's kind of like, what was the point of getting that first down besides making them waste those timeouts? But this is a 3rd and long right here. Will the Giants throw it or will they run it? I know DJ didn't want them to have that timeout, so he took the sack, but losing those yards, it stinks right there. 3rd and 15 coming up, though. 3rd and 15 coming up. No timeouts for the Vikings. 2 timeouts for the Giants. 3:07 left. 3rd and 15. Giants can't pick this up, can they? Can they? Let's see. DJ's got time. He's fired in. And Darius Slayton drops what could be the game. Slayton literally dropped the game clinching first down. Slayton dropped the game clinching first down, man. But what do you expect from these people? Not only did Darius Slayton drop the ball, he also stopped the clock. Not only did he drop the ball, but he also stopped the clock. Listen, if Darius Slayton, I mean, man, catch the ball with your hands, man. Slayton is trying to catch the ball with his body. So the Vikings will get this ball at their 12-yard line with 2:56 to go. Touchdown ties it. Giants pass rush coming through, and Hawkinson picks up about 5. Dane Belton with the coverage there. Not only did Slayton turn his head before he caught that, he also tried to catch it with his body instead of catching the ball with his hands. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Vikings. Pass rush coming through. Dexter Lawrence with the rush. And, I mean, Kirk Cousins is going to do whatever he can. Did they just throw a flag? Oh, my. Why is that? That's not roughing the passer. He doesn't even know that he threw the ball. He doesn't even know that he threw the ball. That's not roughing the passer. That is the furthest thing from roughing the passer in my life that I've seen. Oh, okay, he hit the helmet. I'll calm down. He hit the helmet. He hit the helmet. It's roughing the passer. It's roughing the passer. He hit the helmet. But you can't have that. You just can't have that. It's incidental, but he did hit him on the helmet. He hit him on the helmet, the guys. That's a legit call. That's a legit call, but a crushing call because it gives him 15 yards of offense and a fresh set of downs. But don't let that deter you, Dex. Let's keep going with the pressure. And Hawkinson, of course, picks up a first down. Easy work. 2:24 to left. Oh, man. Bad time for that penalty. 2:12 left. Vikings moving after that penalty. He's got forever to throw. He's going deep, and it's too far for Adam Thielen. All right, let's settle down now. Let's settle down now, guys. Let's settle down. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left. 2nd and 10. The pass rush is winning right now. Let's settle down, guys. Let's settle down. Let's settle down. Hawkinson is on the outside. The Giants are in zone coverage. Front 4 is winning. Dex is in the backfield. He checks it down to Dalvin. Dalvin is going to run out of bounds. They get no yards. They gave him 2 yards? Oh, my God. That's a bad spot right there. That's not a good spot at all. Third down and 10 coming up. Of course, they got 2 downs. But crazy, man. Man. Slayton catches that, this game is over. That's the crazy thing. If Slayton catches that, this game is literally over. That's crazy. I don't know what to say, man. A drop and then that roughing the passer, it just rubs you the wrong way. Roughing the passer is trending. People are going crazy about the roughing the passer. By the letter of the law, his hand hit the guy on the helmet when he was trying to wrap him up. So by the letter of the law, it's roughing the passer, but it's such a ticky-tack call. It is what it is, man. But like I said, right now, Dex is winning every snap. I don't know what that means by Carl Banks that we've jumped the shark. But right now, Dex is winning every snap. So he's just got to win 2 more snaps, and we can nail this ball out. Just 2 more plays. I just need 2 more plays. Don't let him get the first down, and we're finished. The game is over. Like we just run these 2 plays out. Listen, get them off the field here, and the game is over. 156 left. They're on 40-something yard line. Cover Hawkinson. Cover him. They got McKinney on him. I feel good about that matchup. I can live with that. Cordell Flott. Cordell Flott. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Cordell Flott. Cordell Flott with beautiful coverage right there. 4th and 10. Let's go. Money on the line. Game on the line. 4th and 10. Money on the line. 4th and 8. Game on the line. Please put McKinney back on him. Please put McKinney back on Hawkinson. Please put McKinney back on Hawkinson. He's on him. Man on man. 4th and 8. This is for the game. This is for the playoffs. Hawkinson, McKinney, let's go. Ball game. Giants win. Let's go. Let's go. That's game. That's over. Get off the field, Kirk Cousins. You cost me $500. Get off the field, Kirk Cousins. I really wish we had sacked you, boy. Yeah. Hit the gritty. Hit the gritty. Hit the gritty. Hit the gritty. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Let's go home. That's what I'm saying. McKinney should have been on this guy the whole day. He should have been on this guy the whole day. Look at the fat guy hug, man. Between Dable and Wink Martindale. Oh, man. McKinney should have been on Hawkinson all day. This is amazing, man. This is amazing. Like, this is crazy. The Giants have won a playoff game. Shout out, now you like that? You like that? First player in all time with 300 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 70 rushing yards in NFL history. How do you like them apples? How do you like them apples? Green, Granny Smith, red, Johnny Appleseed. What type of apples do you like? Do you like that? That's ball game, man. Brian Dable and Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, and the New York Giants have won their first playoff game. This is the first of many. Richie James with the backflip. Let's get it. Ball game. Let's go. You like that? I like it. First postseason win since 2011 for the Giants. Y'all realize the last time the Giants won it like 10 years ago, 12 years ago was the last time we won a postseason game. Crazy, man. Kirk Cousins, go home. Go home, bomb. Go home. Nobody likes you. You lost me money. Lost me money. Oh man, I wish I had something queued up or something, some crazy hype video or some music queued up for winning this game. But listen, man, Nick Gates is shushing the crowd. I people don't. I hope y'all cover that. I really hope y'all cover that because Nick Gates talked about how the Vikings crowd wasn't that loud, and everybody said, "Now you're going to empower the crowd to talk loud, to be louder. You're going to hurt yourself." Nick Gates just did this to the crowd. He just did this. So basically, y'all wasn't loud enough. You lost. You wasn't loud enough. You wasn't loud enough, man. Wow. I mean, after Slayton dropped that, man, I was like, I thought we were still winning, but I was scared. I was a little bit scared. I was a little bit scared after Slayton dropped that, but man, that's crazy. The New York Football Giants, not the not the Brooklyn Giants, not the Brooklyn Dodgers, not the New York Basketball Giants, the New York Football Giants won a playoff game. What do we? Philly up next. Philly up next. Not saying that we're a powerhouse and we should, feel as good about Philly as we do today, but Philly up next. Division game. Any given Sunday, we came out and we looked the best that we looked pretty much since the Colts game. The last couple of games of this season, since that Daniel Jones has been out there, he's been money. He's been money. You know how much we overcame to win this game? The missed calls, the drop touchdown, the inability to cover Hawkinson, which we gotta clean that up because we got Goddard coming up. So we gotta clean that up. But all of these things, man, like we overcame all of this and went ahead and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. To think about where we came from. Again, I dropped a video a couple of days ago, and I said this before. I was like, he had some game, and I was like, you got to call him Danny Dollars. First of all, he is Danny Dollars at this point. Danny Dollars, Danny Dakillions, however you want to call it, whatever you. Once you get to millionaire, you get the billionaire, and you get the trillionaire. What's a Dakillionaire? Danny Dakillionaire, whatever you want to call him. Daniel Jones he's here. He's here. He's here, man. This is the playoffs. I don't want to hear anything about Daniel Jones. His ceiling may not be. I don't want to hear nothing about Daniel Jones' ceiling because I just watched my quarterback. I just really watched my quarterback, Daniel Jones. Let's go down the list right here. Let's go down the list. And I'm going to bring this microphone closer so you all can get a good listen. I want y'all to get a good listen right here. Let me pull up my quarterback stats. Daniel Jones was 24 for 35. I don't have the percentage ahead of me, but that's 11 incompletions and 35 attempts. That's pretty dang good to me. 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, 17 rushing attempts, 78 yards. That's about 378 yards and 2 touchdowns in a playoff game. You got Isaiah Hodgins, who's nobody's ever heard of until last month. 8 catches for 105 yards with Daniel Jones, the guy with the low ceiling, the safe guy, the maybe he can turn into Alex Smith guy, the guy that nobody trusted, nobody respected, the guy that all these analysts, all these big smart tough guys on the internet, on TV start talking about Daniel Jones is holding the Giants back. Maybe if they draft Bryce Young, if they trade up to draft Bryce Young, or if they wait for Anthony Richardson to fall down out of the sky, here they can take the offense to the next level. The offense looked like it was operating at a pretty nice level to me. It looked like it was operating pretty well. Let's go down. Let's go down the list of Giants drives. Let's just go down. Touchdown. First drive, touchdown. Second drive, touchdown. Third drive, field goal. Fourth drive, end the half. We ran the clock out. Fifth drive, touchdown. Sixth drive, first punt of the game with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Next drive, touchdown. So I don't want to hear about low ceiling offenses. I just don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about it because it looked like our offense looked pretty good today. It looked like Daniel Jones did whatever he wanted to do today, to me. And I know that the Vikings offense isn't good. I mean, I know the Vikings defense isn't that good, but guess what? I watched this Giants team for the last 10 years go against some of the worst defenses I've ever seen. I watched them go against the Saints and get held to like 10 points. I don't want to hear anything about who we played because my quarterback showed up in a playoff game. My running back showed up in a playoff game. My all-pro defensive tackle, all-pro nose tackle showed up in a playoff game. So I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand because my guy showed up in a playoff game. That's all I need to see. I mean, it seems like we didn't have any issues scoring. You know, like I remember, and it's funny that you bring up Colin Cowherd's name. It's funny that you bring up his name. And I'm going to hit record because I got to get my stuff off right here. I'm going to go ahead and hit record. I'm going to start it over and I'm going to keep on talking, guys. What's going on, YouTube? Diggy546. The Giants have just won their first playoff game since some of your favorite YouTubers were 5 years old. Just think about that. Some of your favorite YouTubers are probably 5 years old right now. Some of your favorite streamers, who are some of the top streamers? What, Speed? Whatever. Let me not get off track. But the Giants have won their first playoff game since 2011. And I've just been seeing a lot of people talking about low ceiling this, quarterback this, blah, blah, blah this. I just watched my quarterback show up in a playoff game, on a road playoff game with no issues, no problems at all. And no problems. He did whatever he wanted. And I'm on stream and I've just talked through this on my stream just right now. But let's look at this drive summary for the Giants. A touchdown, a field goal, and a drop touchdown at that. My quarterback had a drop touchdown by the tight end. Should have been a caught touchdown, but he dropped it. And then the next play, the next time we get the ball, we run the clock out at our own 9-yard line. Get the ball back out of the half. Guess what? A touchdown. First punt with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Then we get the ball back. A touchdown. I don't want to hear anything about Daniel Jones having a low ceiling. I don't want to hear anything about him holding this offense back because how many people knew who Isaiah Hodgins, unless you study the draft and unless you're a Bills fan, did you all know who Isaiah Hodgins was in the month of October? Did you know that he existed? Because I bet a bunch of football fans didn't even know who he is. I can go ask 10 people on the streets of New York. I guarantee I could ask 10 people on the streets of New York right now who Isaiah Hodgins is, and probably 8 of them will say they don't know who the guy is. 8 catches, 105 yards for a touchdown on 9 targets. How do you like those apples? Do you like them? I said it earlier. Do you like them green? Do you like red apples? Do you want Granny Smith apples? Do you want caramel apples? Are you looking for Johnny Appleseed? Because to me, that seems like this quarterback is working with Isaiah Hodgins, a guy that was on somebody else's practice squad, and the guy has over 105 yards in a playoff game. He's got 105 yards in a playoff game. Darius Slayton dropped the game. He would have had over 100 yards today if he didn't drop this slant, which would have won us the game when we ended up winning it. But it could have sealed the game a lot earlier. He drops a drag wide open. So I don't want to hear anything about my quarterback. And I really remember in 4K watching a guy named Colin Cowherd, and the guy's show is entertaining. It's entertaining. It's hilarious. He compares all types of stuff to everything. He's talking about football, and he's talking about Silicon Valley. Then he's talking about this. He's talking about that. But all I know is he had no idea what he's talking about. He said, I have two guys right here. I have two guys. One is Sam Darnold. He's on the Jets. The other is Daniel Jones. He took a long pause. He said, I'd move off Daniel Jones. He said that about Daniels. I said, whoa, he said that about Daniel Jones against Sam Darnold? He said he'd move off Daniel Jones. I watched, and listen, I'm calling everybody out. This is not personal. This is just my response to people who want to talk about Daniel Jones. I watched Strong Opinion Sports, another person, a guy who I respect. I respect his opinion. But this guy talked all this mess about Daniel Jones, and as soon as Daniel Jones goes on this stretch of playing great football, Strong Opinion Sports has no opinion on Daniel Jones. There's no opinion on Daniel Jones anymore. He doesn't even cover the Giants. The Giants clinch a playoff berth, and he's not covering the Giants. He's not talking about Daniel Jones. He had a lot to say about Daniel Jones when people were saying he was playing bad. You know, you look at those two. You look at Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. He's talking about, I trust the Giants. I trust Brian Dable. Don't get me wrong. Brian Dable can coach. Blah, 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 blah. This and that. Noise. My hairline is back here. But they have Daniel Jones. This is the same guy that said, first of all, the name is corny. So I just don't want to hear anything about Daniel Jones because I watched Justin Herbert just go out there and just get mollywopped, just blow a huge lead. And this isn't me saying Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than him. I'm not saying that. But I just watched a lot of you guys' favorite quarterbacks go out there and blow huge leads. I watched that in the playoffs. I watched some guys go into the playoffs and freeze up like a cheap lawn chair, fold up like a cheap lawn chair in the playoffs. My quarterback showed up. He showed up. I mean, did Daniel Jones at any point in this game, did he look jittery? Did he look like he was shaking? Did he look like he couldn't go through his progression because he was scared? No, he didn't. He showed up. So I just don't want to hear. I just don't want to hear about it. So now I got my Daniel Jones stuff off. Let's talk about the game for a little while. One thing that I did want to see more of, and I'll get into the positives, of course. One thing I did want to see more of is Saquon touching the football. I thought we could have probably controlled the clock a little bit more, but other than that, we scored almost every drive. So who cares who touched the ball? Other than that, let's go through some of these stats. Let's go through some of these team stats. As a team, we ran the ball for 142 yards. Gotta love that. Average 6 yards a play. Obviously, 31-24. We got sacked 3 times, but again, the offense was humming. We won time possession by 6 minutes. We had 5 penalties. A couple of those penalties were very questionable. Also, we were sitting here getting held on pretty much every time we rushed the passer. Our defensive line was getting held all day, every day. It was a mess. It was literally a mess. So we could not get any holding calls. Dexter Lawrence is getting held. Thibodeau is getting held. He got tackled to the ground. No call. So it's just more of the same. It seems like the Giants just aren't going to get holding calls, especially Thibodeau. For some reason, he doesn't get any calls. But other than that, I mean, we outplayed the Vikings for the second straight time. The defense today, they were atrocious, except when they needed to not be atrocious. And that's why I'm not gonna harp on it, because we should have won this game pretty handily. But the defense, they had missed assignments. They had a ton of issues in coverage. There was a time where Gerard Davis, the linebacker who's been on our team for literally 2 weeks or a week and a half, he was lined up one-on-one man coverage with Adam Thielen. Is it really a surprise? Is it really a surprise when Adam Thielen runs right by him? He's a linebacker who's not even a coverage linebacker, who hasn't been on the team for 2 weeks. So there's a lot of things we need to clean up on defense. And we really went to McKinney on Hockenson, which I expected we should have done from the beginning of the game. But the last drive, we went McKinney on Hockenson, and guess what? Hockenson did nothing. He did nothing. Literally nothing. So hopefully the defense can learn from this week, and next week we come into Philly with a better game plan. But it's just like, We could have done a lot better on defense. But what can I say about the offense? I already talked about how well Daniel Jones played. Saquon, when he touched the ball, he was explosive. When he touched the ball, he was decisive. No dancing around here for Saquon. Saquon was amazing when he touched the ball. Again, like I said, Bellinger had that mistake earlier on where he motioned a little bit too early, cost us 5 yards. But other than that, Bellinger did his job. He blocked. He got that touchdown. Nice touchdown by him. Hodgins. Shout out to Hodgins for being a guy who was on the outside looking in, and now he's Daniel Jones' number one target. It's not debatable. The guy had 8 catches on 9 targets. Shout out to Hodgins. Who else am I missing? Slayton had that horrible drop, but other than that, he was good. Slayton had no elusivity on one of the plays he caught the ball. Same thing with Hodgins. Hodgins should have scored on one of those plays, but he was too slow. What else am I missing? What am I missing? Shout out to the offensive line. Besides those sacks, I mean, for the most part, they kept Daniel Jones clean. They blocked for the run. They did the thing. They did their thing. And then I'll jump back. I see some people on my stream commenting about it. That roughing the passer call, I call things, listen, I'm not going to just jump on the bandwagon and just saying like, this was a horrible call. This was this and this was that. Listen, the roughing the passer call was 100% the right call. And it was the right call because Dexter Lawrence, he shedded the block. And when he went to go wrap up Kirk Cousins, his arm did hit him on the helmet. So it was the right call, yes, but it also was a ticky-tack call. And they could have swallowed their whistle right there, just like they decided to swallow their whistle when Thibodeau was getting tackled to the ground. So it was a ticky-tack call, but it also was the correct call. So I'm not going to complain about something that was the correct call. And then I see some more people talking. The secondary locking down Thielen and Justin Jefferson. They did. I got to go look back at the tape, but Justin Jefferson kind of did whatever he wanted at the beginning of the game. But if I pull up Jefferson's stats, I mean, what did he have? 7 catches for 47 yards. I will 100% take that. 7 catches for 47 yards for Justin Jefferson. And I think he probably had maybe 1 catch or 2 catches in the second half. So shout out to Adoree Jackson. Because, I mean, of course, we had multiple people out there. But shout out to the secondary for holding him to 47 yards on 7 catches and 9 targets. KJ Osborne had that busted coverage for a touchdown right in the middle of the field. But other than that, again, we held Justin Jefferson in check. It was just us leaving Hawkinson wide open. He went off for 10 catches for 129 yards. I'm so glad we don't have to see Hawkinson again this season. But hopefully next time we see Hawkinson or next time we see a tight end that's dominant, which is next week, we keep McKinney on that tight end. We just have to. So that's my take on the game. I'm at 11 minutes. I'm going to jump back in my stream. But appreciate y'all for watching the video, you guys. Enjoy the rest of the playoffs. The Giants are going to the second round of the playoffs for the first time since 2011. Keep enjoying this moment. Enjoy every second of every day of being a team in the playoffs that have won a playoff game. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. All right, so that was me signing off the video. I'm not signing off the stream. Listen, guys, as long as y'all got stuff to say, I'll stay on here a little bit longer. I see some people saying, what about Kayvon being held? I talked about that a little bit. I also talked about Jefferson being contained a couple minutes ago. I'm going to take a quick drink of water real quick. I don't know what kind of reality show they got going on Fox. No idea, but who knows? Anyway, yeah. I mean, Kayvon gets no respect from the referees. It's literally ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. As far as like the dude really goes out there and gets tackled every week and never gets any holding calls. I've never seen anything like it. I guess since he's a rookie, maybe he rubbed the referees the wrong way. Maybe he talks too much, but he doesn't get these calls. He just doesn't get them. Just simply doesn't get them. Let's see if I see anything else. Oh yeah, shout out to Kenny Galladay for that block, man. People that, and I'm gonna try not to turn this into a rant because every time I talk about Galladay, it ends up being a rant. But I just hate the people that say Kenny Galladay is lazy and he doesn't try. You can say he fell off. You can say he's not the same player and that he's even bad and horrible and a bad signing. But to say that this guy doesn't care and every time I see this guy on the field, he's blocking his tail off is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. That dude definitely is trying. Darius Smith says, I am sharing a stat that I saw on Twitter and posted up. Quarterbacks with over 300 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and over 70 yards in a playoff game. Yeah, I saw that stat a little bit earlier. He's the only quarterback in NFL history to have 300 yards passing, 2 passing touchdowns, and over 70 yards in a playoff game. You can't tell me Daniel Jones didn't show up today. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anything about people and their ceilings and floors and walls and anything. I mean, I don't want to hear about it. Kenny was in, and that's my point. Like, he's in every game like this. Like, he's literally giving it 100% every time he's out there. Now, you can say he's not a good player and he's not getting open, but you can't say the dude isn't trying. Like, that's crazy. Let's see. But yeah, man, I mean, how are y'all feeling? Do we have any Daniel Jones haters in here? Like, I can't remember. Like, I can't remember which one. I know a guy, Granny, that's usually in here. He's a Daniel Jones hater. But we have any Daniel Jones haters in here that just like, do y'all feel different after this playoff game? You feel like he got lucky? What's going on? So how you feeling about it, Max? Has he changed your mind at all? Has he taken your hate from like an 8 to a 4? What's going on? Has he changed your mind at all? That's not something that I'll subscribe to, but stop hating on him after week 1. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've never been a Daniel Jones hater. I've just been calling out times where he didn't play well. You think he's worth 18 to 20 instead of 14? Okay, man. Hey, at least you're standing on it. No, with those runs. That pass breakup by Flott was huge. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. I mean, that pass breakup by Flott is probably like the most forgotten play of the game. That probably was one of the most important. Like, it's if he doesn't make that play, they had momentum right there. Yeah, I remember, like, I literally made a video last year and I said, like, people are saying that Daniel Jones is better than Eli Manning. And I said, I just don't agree with that and that he hasn't proved that at all. And that Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer. And I literally got hate for that. People were saying, like, Daniel Jones is better. So, I mean, that's crazy to me, but whatever. You predicted 30 to 14. DJ's legs are lethal. Yeah, it should have been 30 to 14. Should have been 31-14. But just didn't work out. Defense didn't come to play today. I think his production will jump next year if we get D-Hop. I guess you're a fan of a different team. He's also kind of fixed his turnover issues. And I think you're a fan of a different team, so I'll tell you, Daniel Jones has pretty much fixed his turnover issues in the second half of his second year. And the narrative has been that, like, he's been this turnover machine, when in reality, his first year, the dude had, like, a ridiculous amount of fumbles. And then the first half of his second year was just horrible as far as turnovers. But after that, he's been, like, towards the bottom of the league in turnovers. So it's just good to see him continue that. And now he's starting to have production and not have any turnover worthy plays. So I'm happy to see that. The only way he'll be better if he wins 3 wins, just like Brady won 6 rings to be better than Montana. Yeah, I mean, you can't just say a guy for him to be better. Daniel Jones has to have he has to be like an MVP caliber player and have a Super Bowl at least. Once you get to 2 Super Bowls, then you can just kind of compare them as it is. You can just say, you're comparing them as it is. But until he gets 1, he can't be the best, especially when you got 2 guys with 2 Super Bowls each. You got to pass Sims before you can pass Eli. And some people try to put Sims over Eli. I wouldn't do it, but that's not my generation. If we start like this against the Eagles, we're going to get those birds. Listen, I really believe that I don't know. It doesn't have any logic to it, but I just feel better about defending the Eagles offense than I do the Vikings offense, just because TJ Hawkinson for some reason had our number. Now, it is what it is. It doesn't have any logic to it, but I just feel that for some reason. Boston Scott is going to be an issue, especially in a playoff game. If he's going to be super Boston Scott against the Giants, that really scares me. But they got those 2 wide receivers. We held up pretty well with our backups. Now, mind you, Jalen Hurts wasn't running, but if we get a shot, man, if our offense can play like this, then yeah, I think we can get something done. Yeah, Sims was injured in 1, but he still had to do it. He had some part in doing that. He probably still wins that Super Bowl, but you can never say, what would happen if a guy was injured or not injured. Like Carson Wentz, I don't think Carson Wentz wins that Super Bowl without Nick Foles taking over. But yeah, I mean, either way, I still don't say that Daniel Jones is better than Phil Simms when Phil Simms has one of the best Super Bowl performances ever. Yeah, the problem I have with the Eagles is running the ball. I really feel like, first off, they're going to be much better defensively against us. They might not let Hodgins do whatever he wants to do. And then they're just going to be able to run the ball. So we got to figure out how to stop that run. And we're going to have to figure out how to probably run the ball, because we're not going to be able to just line up like we did today and just throw it to Hodgins, because he's not going to be able to consistently beat Darius Slay one-on-one. Yeah, Darnay Holmes should just convert to just every time Darnay Holmes is in the game, it should be for underneath tackling and for blitzing, because he shouldn't be covering anybody. And you got some idiot outside revving up his engine. But let me get to a super chat I missed while I was recording this video. I just remembered that. And sorry, Andrew Bryan, if you're not in the, sorry if I missed you. But Andrew Bryan for the 199, appreciate that, says refs were garbage, but the Giants got it done. And yeah, I mean, they had some horrible horrible calls, bad ticky-tack roughing the passer call. But we prevailed. We did the thing. And my apologies to Andrew Bryan. I just remembered that I missed that while I was recording this video. Hurts and Sanders have struggled last month. Yeah, I would have to look at Jalen Hurts before he got hurt. They were in that tough game with the Bears where Fields was running all over him. But I would have to take a look back at how Hurts was playing before he got hurt, because the game they played against us, I mean, Hurts was not going to take off and run the same way he will next week against us. Yeah, I don't really want Hopkins either. I mean, I would trade for Ayuk, but I kind of want to draft Jordan Addison if he falls. I doubt he'll fall, but I kind of want to take a rookie receiver. Because Hodgins has shown me enough that if you have a good player at receiver, this system is going to make them better. And I'm probably about 10 minutes away from losing my voice, so I'll take a couple of last straggling comments. Slay will be on Hodgins all game. Should Galladay get some of those Slayton reps? I don't know, man. I don't think they're putting in Galladay. I just don't see it at this point. And I don't think DJ is going to throw it up to Galladay. I just don't see it. I just don't think he's a fit for what this team wants to do on offense on a consistent basis. So I doubt it. Jones played a big time game. As big as you could play, man, as big as you could possibly play, DJ showed up. He showed up. Like at this point, you can't say the things that you say about him when he showed up like this in the playoff game. Kayvon getting held shows no respect, and Gene Steratory's response was lame. I believe it. Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like Phil Simms, he was balling. He was balling before he got hurt. Not that I saw it in real time, but before he got hurt, he was having a great season. And you think he probably would still win that Super Bowl. But even then, the Super Bowl that Phil Simms played in, he balled. He balled out. Still want investigations into those officials. I don't know how we don't get those holding calls unlimited. I don't get it. But I'm going to wrap this up. Shout out to Unlimited again. Congrats on the dub to everybody. Y'all enjoy this week. Like I said, I'm going to step out because my voice is going to get close to being lost. I did a lot of loud talking and a couple of yelling today. Yeah, let's enjoy the win, Joe. Listen, we got a tough squad next week, but guess what? We weren't even supposed to make the playoffs. So making it to divisional is huge. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, shout out to the Giants for giving us this. Shout out to Dable for bringing this. And shout out to Daniel Jones. Shout out to Daniel Jones today for balling out. And I'm going to get out of here, y'all. Enjoy. We got a night playoff game, another backup, another third string quarterback. But after that, we got the Cowboys and Bucks. So you guys enjoy those two games. And I'll see y'all in a couple of videos. And I'll see y'all live next week.